Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Boom, boom, boom. It is almost the weekend, people. It is Friday, the 5th of February. Hope you're all well. Welcome back to another Rival Watch and Kop-ish call-in. First and foremost, we have to tell you this show is sponsored by the one, the only StreamLocator. StreamLocator is like a VPN which can be used to change your location online. This allows you to access streaming services like DAZN in Canada, just like you're over in Canada. Since DAZN Canada has all the Premier League games for just £8 a month, let's be honest, guys, it's a no-brainer. Sign up to StreamLocator. Hit the link in the description or go to streamlocator.com. Matt, how are you doing, my bro?
I'm gonna be real, bro. I ain't in the best of moods, you know. Like I know I'm smiling and that only because it's Friday. I've got my little drink there, but other than that, bro, it's been hard being a Liverpool fan recently. It's been hard, brother.
I know. But in this show, we can focus. We can shift the focus a little bit to some of our rivals who aren't doing it as well. Couple super chats. John Conway, good evening, guys. How are you? We are good, bro. Hope you're well too. Good evening to everyone watching. Imran, he's our centre half. Kabak, Mr. Kabak. He's gonna have to be. A lot of pressure for a 20-year-old. I've got to be honest, but you know, he's got broad shoulders. He's gonna bear a lot of pressure. So Matt, without further ado, just to let you know, Drifty will be joining us shortly. Just had to attend to something. He will be with us shortly. Do not worry. We'll have a full strength team, people. Don't worry.
He will be here. Drift will be here, people.
Couple people accusing me about the intro, and that's why we've been losing games. We've also won a couple games since the intro. What I will say is, me and James Redmond were doing live watch-alongs for the games. That stopped now. We both agreed that we can't do it.
Drake curse.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a real shame because I love James Redmond to bits and I love being on his channel.
That's our brother, man. That's our brother for life.
You know what I mean? But we need the club to win. So
trust me, man.
The two games me and James did a watch along was West Ham and Tottenham, and we won those games. We go back to doing a watch along for Brighton, and you know how that ended. So we're gonna do something else in the future instead. Just to let you know, obviously, we're going to go through rivals and then we'll open up the phone line. So make sure you call in with your comment or question. As we want to do here, we want to get as many people on as possible. So what we'll do is you'll get to the chance to ask your question or leave your comment. Then we'll ask you to leave and then we'll answer your question and comment and then bring the next person in. Cool. Oh, Imran. you know, all right, so if you're a member, you get it. Imran was saying, Kall, you were supposed to read my super chat in the Shabba style. Matt.
Hold on. Bro,
team me up.
He's our centre back.
Kabak.
He's our centre back.
Kabak.
He's our centre back.
Kabak.
Shabba rankings, are you mad?
Shout out to Imran for reminding us. How did we forget? How did we
Are you mad?
Kabak.
He's our centre back. Kabak. He's our centre back. Kabak.
Champion player, always defending tonight. Oh, whoa. Oh, boy.
Oh. Lot of mercy.
All right.
Mad.
All right, so the first game we're going to look at is the two A's, the two teams that start off the league at the top of the table by virtue of the alphabet. Aston Villa versus Arsenal.
Boy.
Big game.
Boy. Aston Villa at home, Arsenal away. Do you know what though, Kall? Arsenal. What's it? Did they lose the last game?
They did, yeah, but they had Luis sent off, which I didn't think was a red card.
No. Sorry, did they win their last game? Tell her that.
No, they lost 2-1.
2-1, didn't it? 2-1.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Arsenal being away, and see, this is the thing. Aston Villa, one of those teams. They on their day, Aston Villa can smoke nearly anybody. I'll be honest with you.
I hear you. I'm just going to say something really quick.
Yeah.
Runnerson's in goal.
Oh. That's a big difference from Martinez. That's a big difference, bro. That is literally like, yeah, it's peak, bro.
Number 72, bro. You saw what they did to Adrian, bro.
If it's Runnerson, it's not looking good, bro. I'll be honest with you. That changes the whole landscape for me. So the thing is, I like Villa, you know. Villa, do you know what it is? Villa have come up, obviously, from the Championship and just done their thing, and they've gone about it the right way, in my opinion. They haven't got any, they didn't get no, superstar names. For example, they got Douglas Luiz, that many people might not know, that came from Man City, who kind of didn't break into their first team. I rated Douglas Luiz from when he was at the Spanish club. I'm trying to remember the name. I think it might have been Granada. I'm trying to remember. But he's a player I actually think should have went to Arsenal, funny enough. I actually think Douglas Luiz is good enough to play for Arsenal. That's a highly rated. Obviously, you've got Jack Grealish. He's been a baller from day. Anyone that's been following Grealish from early, he's been a baller. And you look at even Trezeguet as well. I like him. Do you know what it is? Villa just solid, and they got Barkley as well. They're obviously from Everton. I think that was a good signing for them. I think, no disrespect to Barkley, Aston Villa is kind of his level, but that's no disrespect. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Kall? Barkley's doing well for them. So
yeah, he is.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. Is Thingy back? Is Aubameyang back?
Yes, he came off the bench the other day. A couple of people in the comments have been saying Matt Ryan. Apparently, Matt Ryan's not fit to play this game. He wasn't fit for the last game either, else he would have been on the bench. So even Matt Ryan's not fit.
No, fair play.
It's going to be a Runnerson situation.
If it's a Runnerson thing. But saying that though, Kall, do you think Villa's attack is good enough to kind of just pose Arsenal problems altogether? Full stop. I think it is.
They panned Arsenal 3-0 at Emirates early this season, remember?
There you go.
And Arsenal had their full strength team.
Remember when Barkley and Grealish were just running them ragged?
They were passing it between themselves like they were prime Ronaldo and Ronaldinho.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go Villa 2-0, you know. I don't know if Arsenal going to score.
I'm going Villa 3-1. I'm going Villa 3-1.
The 3, yeah?
Yeah, I reckon they'll score. I mean, I'll be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if it was Saka who scored. Saka is hard, he's quality.
But he's their shining light. Let's be real. He's their shining light for them this season. He is. In my opinion, I think Saka is one of the best young players in the Premier League. I think everyone knows that already, but he's definitely, in my opinion, top 5 easy for me. He's up there. You can't even deny that. Even when Arsenal were winning games, he was the only one that was kind of showing something. Do you know what I mean? So he's their shining light in their dark tunnel. Yeah, I agree.
Indeed. 2-bit guys, can you tell me DAZN and StreamLocator, find it DF? What does DF mean?
I don't know, but listen, bro. I'll tell you this. It's this simple, yeah. StreamLocator is like a VPN. You know what I'm saying? You change your location to Canada. You sign up. Obviously, you sign up with StreamLocator. Then once you get your StreamLocator, they can then change your location to Canada, and then you sign up to DAZN with Canada. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's about £60 for the year. And you work that out for a month. That is peanuts compared to what you're paying to Sky Sports and Virgin. It's a no-brainer. I use it. Kall uses it. Drift uses it. I'm using it obviously for the City game. So trust me, people. Log on. Go to StreamLocator.com. You'll find out more information there. But as I said before, you go your StreamLocator. It's like a VPN, people. It's that simple. You literally just change your location to Canada, and then you go log into DAZN in Canada, and then you go and watch your football. You got your football. You've got your what do you call it? You've got your UFC as well on there as well. It's got Serie A on there, I believe, as well. it's got a lot on there. Trust me, people, and for a fraction of the price that you're paying for Sky Sports, you can't go wrong, people. It's the new thing.
Can't go wrong. Millie Neymar, is it time to rejuvenate and target 23-24 title? I don't think we're that far, if I'm going to be honest. I think this season, I think it's kind of played out and showed that I don't think we'll win the title this season. But that doesn't mean we're out of the running for next season, in my opinion. But again, I think that's more a question for after the summer window, if I'm going to be honest. But it's a good point to make.
Yeah.
M to the O. Tell Kall, tell your wife to whisper double double. Missed a joke on that one. Just I don't know if that's a double double. I know we make so many off the cuff jokes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like the only person I can, and I know they're saying it, but when you say double double, all I can think of is D double. Ooh, dirty.
So let me know if I've missed a joke there. Guy Fawkes, Runnison, not even in their Europa League squad for a reason. He's not very good. I mean, and we're saying that with Adrian in our squad, so it's not great. It's not great. All right, so you're saying, hold on, Kall, because double double got you more excited than I've ever seen you on a members show. Drifty said it. Oh.
I'm trying to remember what.
When Drifty was basically saying if we sign certain players, we'll win back-to-back doubles. He was like, we'll do the double, and everyone started shaking the table.
Yes. I remember.
I'm not gonna lie, that member show is probably one of the funniest member shows.
The best ones I think we've ever done. 100%.
That last one was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, considering the moment we were in as well.
Yeah,
that one was jokes.
I just want to quickly answer someone's question about StreamLocator. Just a quick one. You can use the VPN to Canada. That is true, but the difference with StreamLocator is StreamLocator plugs directly into your router. Whereas with a VPN, remember, it's like an internet kind of thing. So it kind of just slow down your connection and you may get buffering. StreamLocator is flawless. It's faster, it's straight to the point, and not only can you use it on DAZN, you can use it on your Netflix as well. Remember, if you want to use a VPN maybe on Netflix, remember Netflix can kind of suss them things out now. It will actually say to you, you're using a proxy. So StreamLocator can bypass all of that, and it can bypass the thing on DAZN. Trust me, you can't go wrong.
It's worth it, guys. It's worth it. It really is.
You can't go wrong. It's really mad cheap as well, man. I'm telling you, bro.
£8. Mad cheap. I'd recommend it, guys. We all use it.
Same.
We all love it. Don't forget, click the link in the description. You can find out more information. All right, the next fixture, Matt. Man United versus Everton. Two teams that, let's be honest, we really don't care about. Don't really like. But, you know, they still have to play football matches. Should we just say this? We just call this game a null and void? Who cares,
I beg you to avoid this thing. I don't care about any of them teams. Can't stand either of them. Man United, because they've obviously been our biggest rivals from day one, from when the club was literally birthed, and Everton because they're our rivals, and now they're trying to pipe up because they got Ancelotti and they got some financial backing. You're still not brilliant, lads. You never will be. Do you know what I mean? That's just how it is. But if you're talking about the game, Kall, if I'm being real with you, Kall, I hate to say it, Man United will probably win this one.
Everton probably let them as well because we're closer to Man United than Everton to us, so they'll probably want Man United to do well and us not to do well.
Exactly. So Everton, if Everton were at home, I'd say maybe a different story. But Man United being at home, I don't know. Man United's home record isn't the greatest this season. They actually play better away from home. I still feel like Man United, after their flipping okay, let me not say jammy, because when you win by 9 goals, that ain't jammy. But what I mean is in terms of the player got sent off and they just capitulated.
I'll be honest though, that I do think it was a red card. The first one was definitely a red card. It was a high challenge.
But Everton, they never. I'll be real. The last time Everton really done something, I think it might have been when Moyes was there, when they used to cause them real issues. When they had Pienaar on them, man. Remember Stephen Pienaar?
Yeah.
Pienaar, man.
I'm trying to think. There was a lot. No, they've done Man United a couple times, you know. Even when Lukaku, when Lukaku was there, I think they smashed up United.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think they beat United for a while. I may be wrong.
Yeah. I see Man United winning this one. Best,
I don't see Everton winning.
Best ever can get is a draw. That's the best that I think they can get, personally.
I don't even see them getting a draw. I see it being a 2, or I see it being a 2-1. I don't even know if I see Everton scoring.
Yeah, neither do I. That's what I'm trying to say. I give Everton the benefit of the doubt because they've got James Rodriguez, who can create from anywhere on the pitch. He is that good, in my opinion, but can have those days where he looks like he's just not involved in the game. I think if someone's really on him, he finds it a little bit difficult. Whereas if he's got the freedom of the pitch, you can kind of do his thing. But then again, set pieces, Kall. Yerry Mina from a set piece, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Man United, strong defending from set piece.
They are.
And they are. They're a big team. Omar has made a good point. You're being a bit disingenuous to Everton, Kall. They have their own aspirations of top 4, so you can't really chat about them throwing the game. They have the same ambition as you lot right now. I disagree. I don't think Everton's aspirations are top 4. Maybe I am being a bit disingenuous. But I don't think we have the same aspirations. We have aspirations of trying to challenge for the title. They have changed now that we haven't been winning and performing as well. But I think Everton's main aim for this season was to get into the Europa League. For me, it wasn't top 4. Yeah,
and if they get to the top 4, for me, that's a bonus. Because I still think the Everton hierarchy, in my opinion, will look at the squads on the table and think, I don't think we've got the squad to, to be ahead of like Liverpool, Man United, Man City, maybe even Chelsea and Tottenham. So you're right, Kall. I think that's where they were aiming. And if they get the top 4, do you know what I mean? They're smiling. So.
Agreed. So what are you saying then? I'm going 2-1 Man United. What are you saying?
2-0 Man United.
2-0. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Next game. Tottenham versus West Brom. Sam Allardyce versus Mourinho. Sorry, I quickly read out the super chat. So, all right, lads, it's Glenn. Yes, Glenn.
What's going on?
So we all know Origi is the answer, but Ipswich going to win this weekend. Glenn, I got to be honest with you, bro. I don't know when Ipswich are going to win again from looking at how their results have gone. I think the best you can probably hope for, Glenn, is they don't get a player sent off this game and you can maybe snatch a draw. I don't see a win though, Glenn. Sorry, bro. And Origi is the answer. What is the question, Glenn? What is the question?
Yeah.
So I got to ask you.
Divock Origi.
Next game. Yeah, so let's be honest. Mourinho has been struggling.
Struggling, bro. And you want to know something? Obviously, Chelsea are a decent team. They may not be great, but they're still decent. They still got players there, right? But do you know what surprised me, Kall? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Tottenham at home?
Tottenham were at home, yeah.
Bro, I'm going to be real. You would have thought that was Chelsea at home. Tottenham didn't touch the ball. Chelsea dominated for the whole game, and it could have been more. Bro, I'll be real. If you're a Spurs fan, shout out expressions, you're going to be fuming. And it's not because of you. It's not because you lost.
I'm laughing. No, I'm not laughing at the result. I'm laughing because I watched Expression's reaction to the video to the game.
He was fuming. But and this is not even me having a dig at my man. That's our guy in it, bruv. He's fuming because it's the way how they lost. Imagine being the home team, but you get made to look like you're the away team and you didn't really offer nothing. And I get it, they're missing Harry Kane, but do you know why I can't use that as an excuse to all the Spurs fans? And I don't think Spurs fans even use that as an excuse, to be fair, because Harry Kane, no disrespect, gets injured every season. So they are kind of used to it, right? And they have got a decent squad. We've lost how many guys? And we just got to get on with it. Remember, Mourinho come out the other day and said, well, Liverpool lost all these players, but it don't really matter. It's only Van Dijk that's the only one. So it is what it is, Mourinho. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like the media tried to spin this and be like, oh, because Kane. I mean, every team's had injuries. Like every team, like we probably had it the worst, but every team's had injuries. And if we're gonna be honest, out of all the managers that I can remember in recent memory, Mourinho is the one that's been backed the most by Levy. Like Poch didn't get the sort of backing that Mourinho.
He didn't, you know.
He spent money in the summer, you know.
He did. Poch, remember?
Money.
Poch, because Poch made that comment at the start of the season before he got sacked when he was like, I'm the head coach, I'm not the manager. Daniel Levy picks the players and I coach them. That's what, and I was like, raw, that's kind of like bold, like, do you know what I mean? And you look at Mourinho, I reckon Mourinho had a lot more to say in the transfers, in my opinion. And you're right, they had spent money, but it just, I don't know what's happened to them. They started off like, okay, they got into a run of form, and you think, do you know what? Drift was right. Spurs top 4. They look like they're going to do something. Drift's going to live long enough. Exactly. It's like I knew man was coming into the show. Drift said, Spurs are going to make top 4. And at first I was like, I don't know. It's a toss-up between, I think I said between them and Chelsea, maybe. But the wheels have just fallen off for Spurs. Mourinho just hasn't got an answer for anybody. They're not playing the football that they want to play. And if you're a Spurs fan, you can only hope that things do turn around. Is Mourinho the problem at Spurs? I don't know. Is it the players? They don't believe in him anymore since they've gone for a bad run. And I've always said it with Mourinho. When you go for a bad run, that's when you see what he's really like and whether you can cope. And I don't think they can cope with what he's doing right now. So, but yeah, I still think Spurs should win this game, though. It's West Brom. If they can't beat West Brom, that's you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just a really quick question. I don't want us to go too deep into this. So, Son this season has obviously been one of the best players in the league. But obviously, it was a double act with him and Harry Kane. Literally since Harry Kane got injured, Son has looked a shadow of himself. Now, again, form-wise, it's undeniable. Son's been amazing this season. Like one of the best players in Europe, full stop, not just the league. Many people are starting to say he's better than Mane, he's better than Salah, which again, I'll entertain the debate. Son is a quality player. But is this kind of showing that he's not as worldly as we thought because he hasn't got a player like Harry Kane there? Or is he just being badly affected because he's in the Mourinho team?
I think it's a bit of both because Son's been doing this for a while. It's just that I've always thought that Son does things in spurts. This season, he was having his best season, best start to a season ever. And everyone's like, oh, Son is sick. And I was like, he's been sick from day. And again, I'll say again, football fashion, people just getting carried away with the moment. And because it's trending, it's like, yeah, Son's a bad man. Son's been doing it for a while. But I've always said this, though, as great as Son is, I don't think he's better than Mane. He's not. And for me, Mane doesn't rely on other people to be good. Now, I'm not saying Son does, but I will say this, though. When Harry Kane was there, you got a way better Son. Where I sometimes feel like with Mane doesn't necessarily need anyone to just be that guy. Like he's just that guy by himself. And I rate Son highly. I'm not saying Son ain't world class, you know. I'm not even saying he's not world class because I think Son is. I just think though Mane's still ahead of him, and I just think there's things that Mane does that Son doesn't do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I think Son, believe it or not, is actually better at finishing than Mane when it comes to one-on-one. I think Son is a more composed player. The only difference is, though, Mane, for me, will trouble you for 90 minutes, non-stop. Whether it's defense, whether it's attack, whether it's... Do you know what I mean? Mane doesn't stop. Whereas I kind of feel like with Son, if Son's not on it, you can kind of find a way to stop him still, in my opinion. You got a better chance of stopping Son. Mane don't stop. Mane's got that X factor that not many people have in world football, in my opinion. So yeah.
Fair enough. Drift, your thoughts?
First of all, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, apologies for being out to sort some stuff out. You're talking about sensational. I've got a feeling that anything that Son does that isn't good is based on Tottenham being very inconsistent all over the place. You know, like you look at the Tottenham team and you realise that they go through spurts. I know people think Son is like a purple patch player, but Tottenham are a purple patch team. If you're playing in a team that's a purple patch team, you're going to become a purple patch player. It's not his fault. I think if you put Son in a lot of other teams, I think he'd be consistent throughout the whole season.
Harry Kane.
No, Harry Kane can still have his moments where he'll go a month or two and he won't score it. You're like,
no, not a month or two, bro.
No.
Remember the whole thing about Harry Kane was he didn't score in August, and then there was that thing like was it November. There was like all these little things about Kane.
What I'm trying to say is,
sorry to cut you, man. Remember, August is a weird one though, because we always start the season midway through August. So really, it's only 2 or 3 games, and then he just starts banging after that.
Yeah, fair enough. And I think Tottenham play to Harry Kane so much that he will always benefit more than anyone else does in the Tottenham team, regardless of what their form's like, because they cater to him. And a lot of people forget that Son was chipping in with bare goals when Harry Kane was getting his injuries 2, 3, 4 seasons.
Agreed.
Do you get what I mean? And he was the one carrying the load, because remember, Kane gets this injury every season.
That's what I'm saying.
Every season.
He does.
And Son always carries the weight for Tottenham when he's away. I think he's sensational. Like I said, man, I think he's definitely one of the best wingers in world football. He's top 3, top 4 wingers in the Prem. Like I think Son is different levels. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, I agree. But would you say though he's in the same, like, if I said Neymar, who's better?
Yeah, Neymar's better.
If I said Mane, who's better?
Mane.
If I said Sane, Leroy Sane, I know he's been injured, but who would you pick out of the two, just out of in your opinion?
Son.
And if I said Sterling?
Son.
That's easy, bro.
I'll be honest. No, I'm taking Son over Sane. I rate Sane, but if I'm thinking about Liverpool-wise, Son at Liverpool would be
all right, last one. Would you say...
Let me get the table moving again, Matt. Goodness me.
All right, last one. Son or a fit Hazard, like when he's fit, not injured Hazard, a fit Hazard, because I don't really want to.
Well, Hazard's like 31 now. It's a bit difficult.
No. I'm just saying but you kind of know Hazard is still that guy though. Like,
no. If you're talking about the Hazard that was at Chelsea, like the last year before Chelsea, then I'd probably take Hazard, but it would be just though. It would be just.
All right, last one. Jota or Son?
Son, come on. We gotta
be Son at the moment.
You gotta keep it real, bro. Jota's the man, but come on, man. Son's been doing it way longer.
It's too early for Jota to be in that conversation just yet, in my opinion.
Just find out.
But Jota can become what Son become, because obviously he's like 4 or 5 years younger than him, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Jota's got time on his side ahead of those guys.
Has he ever hit 25 in a season? Sorry, just quickly, Kall. Do you know off the top of your head, has he ever hit 25 in a season?
Over all competitions, Erhan, I think
he must have been all comp. He must.
Erhan might be the best person there.
Just out of interest. No, man, generally don't even know.
Flintoff, what does home even mean now, though, Matt? Good point. Playing at home away, does it really have that much? True. Genie Houdini, fellas, remembering the Avengers Endgame where Iron Man snatched the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos and snapped all the people back. I feel like we're still waiting on Cater to return.
Can we just like? I'm not.
Hold on. You know what that just made me think of straight away is when Thingy turns to Doctor Strange and goes, "You want more?" you remember when Doctor Strange is like everybody. But you know what it is? No, on the road. You know, I don't want to. I know I jump at any chance to shake, but basically what Genie's saying is man's Macaulay Culkin out here, innit? Home Alone and that. Man can all go and forget man's even in the loft, bro. Mad thing.
Musa LFC 21. Mane was a purple patch player before LFC 2. Very true.
Yeah, that is true. Before it comes to Liverpool, that's correct. Yeah, I agree with that.
Hussein, Kopish on Red Men Revolution starts now. Yeah, shout out to Red Men. Gave us a nice little invite. Hopefully some more collabs in the future. So yeah, you'll be seeing Kopish on Red Men, and hopefully you'll be seeing Red Men on Kopish as well.
Sorry, guys, I'm not going to lie. Macaulay Cater's got a ring to it.
So what are we going to call Divock Origi? We're going to call Divock Origi then.
Big Divock. That's what we're gonna call him.
I'll think of a name. Well, Matt, that's your task for the show. Then you gotta think of a name.
Yeah, I'm gonna think of one. Trust me. Divock Origi. Trust me.
What is this tap petty shit?
If you don't allow the victim.
Man just started petty. Man started petty. He's like, oh, I don't want to say too much here, but like, man's just gonna say a little thing and then not say nothing. Come on.
I said I don't want to start. I don't want to throw shade, but
you know what I mean? You just gotta take it, bro. If you dish it out, you gotta take it. That's fair, isn't it?
Faisal, Mane misses that chance. Son scores early in the Spurs game. That just comes up to the levels for me. Son is clear of Mane. Mane is erratic. His touch is bad. There's just a good argument. I don't necessarily agree. I think Son. No, hear me out. No. I think Faisal actually makes very good points. I think Son is a better finisher than Mane. And
no. If the Mane's erratic and got a bad touch, I'm not having that any day of any week.
I think he can be erratic, Drift, and I think his touch is.
When he's erratic, when he's over trying to compensate because the team's playing poorly. A lot of players do that. When everything is going smoothly, Mane's touch is on another level.
I disagree.
Remember that goal we scored past Everton, yeah? When Mane slipped the ball through for Shaqiri when Shaqiri did that lovely little slide finish. Do you remember that left-footed ping that Trent played to and he took it down on his knee in the... Listen, don't talk to me about Mane's touch. Come on, man.
But you can't, again, Drift, we can't just judge players based on their good. We have to look at their overall. If I was to say to you who's got better first touch, Mane or Salah, who would you say?
I think it's nifty. I think they both have good and bad first touches, depending on the
Salah
situation.
Salah for me. If
Salah's
I say
got
I've seen both of them be just as good and just as bad, depending on the situation.
No. But even if you put it when they're both at their best, though, Salah's got a better first touch than Mane. He does.
Mane or Firmino?
Firmino's got a better first touch.
Mane or Son?
I still got Mane over Son, but
A first touch.
First touch, I think.
Bayern Munich, second leg.
Yeah, but
that's the thing. But Mane does that in spurt. It's not like
we can pick up.
Because you're picking a moment.
He does it when necessary.
All right, Jiff, let me give you an example. Divock Origi, yeah. When the ball was played by Lovren for that goal against Everton, the first touch was absolutely sublime.
Immaculate.
Like one of the best touches you'll see, bro. Like the way he brought that down, I was like, flipping heck. Then you see him do some other stuff, and you're like, is this the same person?
Okay, no, but here's the thing, yeah. I'm not saying that Mane is like perfect with his touch. I'm not, but I do think that if someone passes the ball 10 times and you have 2 quite poor touches, but you have 8 good touches, I'll say you've got a good touch, and that's what I'll say Mane is. Yeah, there'll be the 1 or 2 where you would be like, oh, Mane, bloody hell. But let's be real, in professional football, you kind of get that in general. There will be people who are better or more consistent, but I've even seen Hazard or Neymar do a mad, dodgy touch. You're like, raw, what's going on? That's football. But I would say Mane's still 8 out of 10. It will be a good touch. Therefore, I would say he's got a good touch.
8 out of 10, bro. I hate it. Again, it's not saying his touch is bad, but with Mane, his first touch is very, for me personally, it's like there's inconsistencies where some of the others, it's more, they don't have that inconsistency. Like you see that with Neymar, for example. Neymar don't have no inconsistent touch, you know? Like he just has that all the time. And when he has a bad touch, you're like, what the hell happened to Neymar? That's what I think a lot of people are saying. It's not that Mane hasn't got a good touch stream. It's just that he's more inconsistent with his first touch.
I disagree.
I still think Mane is the better player out of Mane and Son. But I think
same.
I genuinely think what Faisal said, I think is very valid. I do.
Because I said
another thing that I would say as well. Another thing I'll say about Sadio as well, yeah. I feel like whenever Sadio's controlling the ball, he's also controlling the ball with the thought of what he's doing next straight away. And a lot of time he tries to execute both at the same time. And that can be where his touch is off. Whereas a lot of other players, they'll bring the ball under control. Then they'll, like Neymar loves to like trap the ball and then do something. That's his signature in it, like, because he likes to like make people look stupid. I think that makes it a little bit easier to not mess up your touch. Whereas, say the ball's coming over, Mane will be controlling it while already thinking about the skill to beat the player or something, and he'll try and do it.
Neymar does that though as well, though. Yeah,
I'm not comparing Mane to Neymar. Though. Neymar's on another level for touch. But what I'm saying is, I've seen, for example, Salah. When the ball comes to him, I think if he's just killing the ball dead, his first touch is spectacular. But when I see him try and control the ball while he's in running, loads of times he gives the ball away with a bad touch, and you're like, Salah, man! And you're like frustrated with him. So
that's because Salah's first touch. Salah's first touch ain't the same like a Neymar or a Messi or even a Hazard.
Saying, there's a difference.
Their man are built different when it comes to first touch.
In my opinion, and I think Mane's always forward thinking. He never collects the ball in a standstill, and he's always overthinking about what he's doing. So for me, that's where he has a bit of full control sometimes.
That's not an excuse.
I disagree with that.
No, it's just a more difficult skill to do. Therefore, there's a bigger chance you'll get it wrong.
No, but I disagree. All right, Salah, for example, when he controlled Shaqiri's pass against West Ham, Salah wasn't thinking, I just need to trap this. Salah's first touch was him knowing, I need to put this in a position where I need my second touch to be a shot because the keeper's coming right at me. So most players have to think about their next move when the ball's coming to them, especially wingers. So I don't think that can be used as an excuse for Mane.
But again, as I said, that was all in the motion. It was a beautiful touch, don't get me wrong, but I've seen Salah do that same thing and completely miscontrol it. It happens. Like, it happens, isn't it?
No, of course it happens. But what I'm trying to say is, their man there's touch is good. But again, it's not on the same level as some of the elite people with some. For example, Thiago. Thiago's first touch is stupid. You'll never see what Thiago do, what their man do, because he's just got a better first touch. It's that simple. Salah Mane got good first touches, but there's just levels to it, though.
Mane doesn't go in the elite level for first touch.
No, he's not elite.
He's definitely got a great first touch. Like, I don't really understand.
No. He has got, but we're talking about comparisons though. When we're saying about the comparison.
Yeah, but Neymar, Thiago, them man are different, innit?
Like, they're elite. Their first touch is elite.
Yeah. They're elite, man. That's different.
They're elite.
MH, Arsenal, Matt Ryan is fit, by the way, and available. Fair enough. I still stick with my prediction. I still think Villa will win that game.
Same.
Quickly run through those for me real quick, bro, because I got left behind.
So Villa, Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
You're wrong, Drifty. You're wrong.
2-1 Arsenal, you know.
Remember when you looked thought I was mad when I said Leeds were going to win? Yeah, go on. What's the next one?
Man United, Everton.
One result, you know. I'm just clinging on.
4-0 Man U.
Fair enough. We all think Man U will win. You say 4-0, and then Tottenham, West Brom.
0-0.
You might be right on that. I'm not going to lie. You might just be right. Two buses just facing off against each other.
Beep.
Not even beep. Just flashing the brightness.
Tottenham will win that.
I don't actually know.
Tottenham will win that. They will.
Udini's, fellas, would you take one back-to-back Prem title or 3 Prem in 5 years?
3 Prems in 5 years.
3 Prem in 5 years because you get more Prems.
You get more Prems.
You get more.
Let me just say a little something for all the Liverpool fans, because I know we got a lot of rivals watching today, because this is Rival Watch Big Up the Friday Show.
I said 3 and 5. I'll bite your hand off.
Here's the wickedest thing. Everyone's turned this into, you have to defend it, and all this crap, because they're haters. Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in. All we heard was, hey, you've never won the Premier League. Hey, you've never won the Premier League. Hey, you've never... All this crap, yeah? And then when we win it, they've got to move the goalposts now, because they got nothing to say anymore. So now it's, oh, you didn't win it back-to-back. You didn't win it back-to-back. Don't let them wind you up, man. We want to win it back-to-back because we want to win the league. Don't let anyone tell you you're shit if you don't win the league back-to-back. That's the whole narrative they've tried to create, because they've never seen their team be as good as ours. The only people who can actually say they've seen their team as good as us is Man City. Yeah, that 99 Man United team did a phenomenal thing by winning all 3 trophies. That was sensational. I won't take away from them. But the actual team itself was not as good as our team. that team is only bettered by the Centurions for Man City. They all need a narrative to bring us down because they're haters. So don't get sucked into that whole thing that they try to create. Don't let them do it. But obviously, 3's better than 2, so I'd rather that.
Indeed, MH. As an Arsenal fan, I like you guys. Thank you very much.
Appreciate the love, man.
And if you don't like us, then
that can't be the new thing for the show. That can't be the new thing.
Himanshu in the comments, you're saying that we've missed super chats. Again, guys, you can back me up on this one, Matt Drift. The only super chats I'm seeing are the ones I've got on the screen here. I don't know if YouTube are blocking any.
Honestly, I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen nothing.
Again, we don't ignore super chats here.
What was the last one, Kall? The last one I got was that Arsenal one you just said, bro.
What do you mean?
The Arsenal one where you said the Arsenal fan said no. Yeah, that's the last one that I got on my thing.
Yeah.
By the way, because I don't want to be a hater, I will give some credit. Man United team was pretty special as well. Not gonna lie, Ronaldo, Tevez, and Rooney was something else. But
Berbatov.
But as I said, when you go through the Premier League, the Premier League been going for about what's the Premier League been going for? 30 years exactly, right? Was it 91 the Premier League started or 92?
92, I think.
92. So 29 years of Premier League, and there's only arguably 3 teams that you could really say that can talk to the team that we just had with the Champions League and the Premier League back-to-back seasons. Come on, man. Of course they're going to find a reason to hate on us. There's only like 2 or 3 teams who could be in an argument in 29 years. You know what I mean? Don't even bring me the Invincibles. Arsenal fans, I don't mean to be shady, but I still think our team was better than that team. We can argue about it if you want, but I think that Invincible team, the defense wasn't as good as ours, so overall it made our team better. That's my argument, but anyway.
Guys, look me in the spot just quickly. Kall, I'll come to you first. The best.
I know what you're gonna ask. You're gonna say
Berbatov
or Bergkamp.
No. The best first touch you've seen in your lifetime in world football. Who's the best person you've seen with the best first touch ever in your life?
Ever.
What, in a one-off moment, or
not in a one-off moment. Just like that player where you're like, he's got the best first touch I've ever seen.
Berbatov.
Kall, you first. All right, just you.
Man.
Go on.
You say Berbatov,
bro? He said Berbatov.
No, I don't agree with that one.
Berbatov's first touch was done.
For me, personally, Ronaldinho. For me, personally.
It's between 3. Between Ronaldinho, Zidane, and Messi.
You're sitting on a fence. You got to pick one, fam.
I know I am, bro.
If not, I'm going to shoulder barge you off it. You got to get off that fence. You got to pick one. Just one.
It might be Zinedine, you know.
Fair play. No, do you know what? All 3 players we've mentioned,
Zinedine's first touch.
Bruv.
He looked like he was doing ballet when he was bringing the ball down certain times. If you just remove the ball out of the image, and you just put a tutu on him, he looked like he was doing ballet, bro.
Bruv, there's so many players it's a hard question because man could just say like
Bergkamp's another one. JJ,
Messi, bro. Flipping
D Ronaldo.
I was gonna say R9.
Boy. Couple of superstars there, man.
How can I forget one of my all-time favorites? It's not my outside of Liverpool, like my favorite attacking midfielder. Iniesta. Lord, bro.
Maradona. Zola was mad. Zola was the first time.
Iniesta, bro.
Yafu's got a matter. Prime Matter, his touch was on another level. I'm not even gonna lie.
The others don't do it.
Yeah, not on the same.
I feel like a lot of time. I feel like sometimes nostalgia also plays a part in the feeling. Do you not remember Berbatov's first touch?
No, we do. Dude, Zlatan's another one, you know.
See Zlatan. Oh my, bro. Do you know what? All right. For degree of difficulty, I would say it's either Zlatan or Dino. The reason I say that is because Zlatan could trap the ball when it's flying in the air, like some next acrobat. You see when he was at Inter, like when he was in his prime, yeah. and even maybe AC Milan, bro. I've seen man trap the ball in mid-air, like stop time.
Yeah,
like it's
that's
stupid.
a computer game.
Yeah, but it's stupid, bro.
Yeah.
For degree of difficulty, Zlatan and I think Dino maybe, but I think Zlatan maybe hard, like maybe might be at the top for degree of difficulty still.
I just always remember watching Berbatov in training one time, and he booted the ball about 50 yards in the air. Like it went so high, you came off the camera, and he literally just controlled it and kept walking. I just thought, fuck yeah, no, that was something. And ever since, I haven't been able to get out of my mind Berbatov's touch. Berbatov was the laziest, most skillful footballer I've ever seen. Like he I don't even know what was wrong with that guy in terms of like how he didn't look like he was making any effort. But he was Berbatov. I know he played for the enemy, so like forgive me. But Berbatov's first touch was something else, man. It really was.
Sublime. It was sublime. That's sublime.
LFC Aaron, guys, you into NFL Super Bowl predictions? I'm not.
That's a mad thing.
Do you know what? I'm not a massive NFL fan, but I think Patrick Mahomes might take this one. Kansas. I think they might do this thing. I think they might. I think Kansas will take it still. I think Kansas City will take it. Trust me.
Yeah.
But I'm not a massive NFL fan, but I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl if I can. Well, I have to stay awake and watch it still. But for me, I'm more about NBA. That's my thing, innit? NBA is my team still.
And Matt, what are you gonna watch the Super Bowl on?
Bro, if you already know this, fam, people, I'm gonna tell you one more time. StreamLocator. All you gotta do, change the region. It's like a VPN, people.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's that simple. Sign up to DAZN, and you can watch your Premier League. You can watch your UFC. You can watch your NFL as well. Did I forget that? NFL, Super Bowl, DAZN,
signals.
Bro, look at it, bro. Do I need to say any more? Come on, people.
Gorgeous. What
I'm saying is this, if you wanna spend, a low amount of money compared to what you have to pay to get Sky and Virgin, it's a no-brainer. I know I'm watching the Super Bowl on. Trust me. StreamLocator, bro. That's me.
StreamLocator, baby.
By the way, I saw a couple of comments in the chat. You don't buy the locator, guys. You just pay a monthly fee, and the locator comes for free. So you get the locator will be delivered to you, and then you pay the monthly fee, which is usually a one-off payment. But that one-off payment is the equivalent of 1 month of your normal Sky bill. Imagine 11 months of not paying. That's all I'm saying.
And the link for StreamLocator is in the YouTube description as well.
Indeed.
Check it out. Here's another one for you, Matt. LFC Aaron, Matt, who's on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
Don't do this, man. My personal Mount Rushmore. I'm not going to go into people that I never saw, because that's a different conversation. The people that I saw: Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. I want to put Magic on there, but I think Bill Russell, even I never saw Bill Russell, I'm cheating there. Bill Russell was just too good.
Scotty.
Nah, Scottie Pippen don't make Mount Rushmore. No.
Bob, I don't know anything about basketball.
We're talking the elite of the elite. We're talking the elite of the elite. Like,
I only know people like Grant because I used to play.
He's up.
I'll
give you an example. Like, for example, like Scottie Pippen was sick, but Kevin Durant is just stupid. Kevin Durant is dumb. He's dumb. In terms of, let me put this. I make this one a bit easier. The 5 best players in the world right now, in no order, yeah. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, even though he's not in form, but he's still all worldly, and it might have to be James Harden still. I want to put Kyrie Irving in there because he's one of my personal favorites, yeah. But he's not done enough because of injuries. But in terms of the most talent, if you're talking about the most skilled basketball player right now on current earth, not the best player, most skilled, Kyrie Irving. Don't talk to me. Kyrie Irving, by far. Most skilled player in NBA right now, Kyrie Irving. He's a showstopper. He's the guy, bro. Bro, Kyrie Irving.
Where does Mr. Kane roll himself rank?
Who? Iverson.
By the way, his documentary is amazing to watch. If anyone hasn't seen his documentary.
Iverson, for me personally, I know he won't be a lot of people. Iverson for me, one of my top three all favorite point guards of all time. Top three, easy. Top three. It's like Kyrie Irving. No order. Sorry, Kyrie Irving, Iverson, and then probably Steph Curry. Steph Curry, basically, Steph Curry changed the game of basketball, bro. Like, Steph Curry changed the game. You have to put him in if you don't like him. Like, he changed the way how basketball is played. Shout out you Kevin Garnett fans. Now, Kevin Garnett, yeah, big time power forward, big time. But is he better than? Trying to think, who's that power forward that played for San Antonio? Tim Duncan. Is he better than Tim Duncan? I don't think so. But anyway, we're going away from.
I'm lost, bruv. Everything just goes.
Yeah, I know, because I see the comments in it. They want to talk about basketball and that.
I'm lost as well, but go and watch the Allen Iverson documentary.
Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, no, D Rose, one of my favorite all-time point guards. D Rose, that's D Rose. That's my guy, bro. Come on, but I don't want to get carried away because you might get turned into a basketball show, and I'll just get carried away in it.
Iverson was on some NWA thing. That's what I love.
Vince Carter, best dunker of all time. Facts, best dunker of all time. Better than LeBron, better than Kobe, best dunker, Vince Carter, easy. Steph Curry, yeah.
When lockdown is over, we might as well just plug it now because it's probably going to be months till it happens. We're actually going to do a basketball challenge between us three to bring you a little special. And it's going to be tasty. So who knows? Who knows when that'll be able to happen? But we've had that in the pipeline for a little while. My 3-point is on Smash. I might not know anything about basketball, but my 3-point is on Smash.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I've got a basketball court like 2 minutes walk from my house. That place is gonna see me often. So
you've got no excuses if you come last, then, right?
If I practice, you're right.
I see that. Man said I got a
if I practice regularly and I've got a basketball court 2 minutes away and I practice regularly and I come last, I've got no excuse.
Fair
even though I know for a fact I played the least amount of basketball out of us three by far.
Oh, I play basketball for time.
All I know is
don't play basketball.
All I know is that it was hilarious when I was in the studio. Matt kept on testing how far back I could go without getting it in. And the look on his face when I kept getting it, he said it all, to be honest.
Doing a basketball court and then talk to me.
Yeah.
Bro, getting an alcohol bottle in a bin is pretty much the same thing as getting a
let's go one-on-one. One-on-one.
Oh, no, one-on-one, you destroy me. I'm not good at dribbling and all that.
Here we go. No, bro, I'm not great at one-on-one.
I'm not good at all that stuff. Unless it's street basketball where you're allowed to give man a gore and all that.
But that's MMA mixed with NBA, bro. I don't know if that's
a gore, Rhino.
Yeah.
Gore.
Remember Dino crossbar challenge Joga Benito? Real question mark? I don't know.
That wasn't real.
It is not possible to do kick-ups all the way around the thing and hit the crossbar like 4 times in a row. Cut that. That was not real. I wish it was, but that wasn't real.
It wasn't real.
Yafu, Matt Salah got pocketed by White KD. Dan Burn.
I know what he's talking about. Less of that. Leave that one. Leave that. Let's just skip over the next one. Allow it, bro. Allow it. It's peak.
Okay. LSD Aaron, thanks, Matt. Sorry for going off football. No need to apologize, bro.
Yeah. No, but just, it's Friday night vibes, people. Like, you know what I mean?
Vibey.
Kyrie Cater and Nabi Irvin.
Allow it. Oh, because it kind of goes hand in hand. Even though I'd arguably say, though, Kyrie Irving's talent is all worldly. As great as Nabi Cater's talent is, he's not like navigators, for example, like the Iniesta of today. So you know, but he's talented. I get that. Kai ever injured enough though? He injured enough.
Himanshu again. I don't know if you've done anything different there.
Yeah,
Elijah
Elijah one
came through. But this one came through, bro. Elijah one has been shout.
Yeah, no, Elijah one, Hakeem Elijah one's out. But bro, there's so many players that we could talk about right now that these men will be looking at me like, bro, this ain't an NBA show, bro. We're here to talk about rivals but bro. And when it's NBA, DM me in it. If you're gonna talk about NBA, DM me, and maybe we might start up a new thing. These man won't even know what I'm talking about, but yeah, we might start something. Who knows?
M to the O, basketball chat, Callum's face, but pimping stress. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so lost right now. I know some of the names you're saying, but I don't know. I don't know anything about basketball to have a conversation.
Yeah, no, that's calm, bro. That's calm.
Basketball, you know what basketball is? You know, you get those sports in life that you like. You get those sports that you like to watch and to play. There is a difference. Basketball for me is one of the ones where I like to play it, even though I'm not good at it. But like I said, 3-pointing, I love it, but I'm not good at playing it. Like, for example, snooker. I'm good at snooker. Wouldn't even watch a match if you paid me.
Oh, snooker's my
fully agree. No. Plus, I'm the brother that's always like, no, we're playing pool. We're not playing snooker. Pool, man.
No, but snooker's the big boy thing. Snooker's like the monopoly of board games. We're gonna be here for a while, isn't it? Like this.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Man can play snooker. Man's good with a snooker cue. Don't get twisted. Like, man would even say to you, man, let's go down to what's the place?
No. I was gonna say, so tennis is the other way around. I can't play tennis and don't really enjoy playing it. Love watching it. Oh, so like I've got like, do you get what I mean? Like I've got
I get what you're saying.
I like playing darts. I ain't watching that even if you pay me to watch darts.
Do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie.
You watch darts, Kall?
No, I don't watch it religiously. But if I'm sitting there and it comes on and the crowd's hyped to 180, and then the music starts going, I get a little vibe, bro.
I'm not that guy when it comes to darts and that. All I know is the two basic names, like Phil the Power Taylor and Raymond van Barneveld, and the other guys that something Wade, James Wade or something Wade. Yeah. That's what I know about it. Like, I'll play it, but man won't watch it hard.
I watch darts for the fight. I don't watch the skill.
But tennis for me, I'd rather watch tennis than Rafa Nadal's my guy. Rafa Nadal.
I'll tell you the biggest contrast sport for me is cricket. I love playing cricket. Watching cricket is the worst sport to watch. Any sport where you stop for sandwiches, bro. And you have tea and flipping crumpets and all that, scones and that. What's all that about?
Man says scones.
What is all that?
I thought it was scones. Is it scones or am I going wrong? Is it scones or scones?
How can any sport have a moment where you stop and eat clotted cheese? Get out of it. What is going on?
I don't like watching playing.
I can play cricket, like not at a high level, but you know, like back in like
cricket is mad fun to play.
Plus, I like the street version. What's it called? Rounders. The street version.
Rounders,
bro. Rounders, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out you man that played Rounders in school and that.
I'd rather play football Rounders. Football Rounders is my shit.
Football Rounders was the mad. You're going deep because we're gonna start talking about pat ball and serves and all them things. Patball and serves. The low cuts. The back to be low cuts.
Ace in the industry are wondering why MMA doesn't get this much love. I think MMA gets good love on the channel.
No, we talk about MMA a lot, you know.
I think it gets good love on the channel.
Yeah, man.
I genuinely have nothing against NBA or basketball. I just don't know anything about it to contribute to it. But it's one of those, again, it's another one of those sports. If I'm sitting down and it comes on, and the game looks good, I won't turn the channel over. I'll watch it, but I just won't know any of the players.
I'm not gonna lie, that's making me want to watch NBA, you know. That sounds mad still, but
you know what it is? I don't really like a sport where, and I don't mean this is I don't really like a sport where there's just constantly stuff happening to the point where there's no such thing as like a boring. I mean, obviously, I'm not an NBA man, so you can like correct me on this, but is there such a thing as a boring NBA game? Because there's always going to be like 20 baskets each per team minimum and all that. Is there such a thing as a boring basketball?
No, not really. For me, I find basketball entertaining because it's like end to end. Don't get me wrong, there's timeouts and stuff, but it's not like there's a timeout like every like, I don't know, like 10 to 20 seconds. It's a timeout when like your team's getting battered, where the other team is like, no, we've got to take a timeout. But like for me, like all the NBA fans out there that's in the chat right now, like if I said to you like tonight's biggest game is Celtics versus the Clippers, I'm watching that game. I'm staying up late. That game there is going to be peak. What? Jason Tatum versus Kawhi Leonard? Come on, people. Like, bruv, for me, basketball is like my second second sport in love, innit? That's my. If I was born in America, dare I say, I might have
over MMA.
Over, yeah. For me, yeah. I love basketball, bro.
I didn't. No, I'm just saying. I didn't know you loved it that much because I know you love basketball. I didn't realize it was this. Like the love was this deep.
NFL. I know I would have been a running back if I was born in America. That would have been my thing.
For me, it would have been basketball. If I was good at basketball at high level, and I was born in America, NBA all the way. And I was tall enough, obviously, because man ain't no 6'7", innit? Man ain't no 6'8". You know what I mean?
But when you're the is it the wide receiver, isn't it? Where you're the one who always makes the run for the plays and catches.
Wide receiver,
yeah. That would have been me. Short, good with my hands, rapid, can't catch me. You know what I mean? That would have been me. So
yeah.
I would have been the guy giving out the water if it was NFL.
I remember that game when with J.R. Smith messed up the thing for LeBron against the Warriors. Sorry, Kall, they get me on attack. They just want to keep talking about NBA now because they got my attention, innit? That's what it is. Go on.
Aaron, a Kopish NBA channel / segment would be sick. We get crazy traction as well. Back into my NBA a bit since the early 90s. Back in the day with Bird, Malone, Barkley, etc. Kopish for life.
The man there, you know, Charles Barkley in that. I remember them days. Trust me. Patrick Ewing. What was it? New York Knicks, innit? And then you have Karl Malone, the mailman with John Stockton. Trust me. Man knows his NBA, bro.
The mailman, you know.
The always delivers. Always.
But I was Robbo and Trent still.
Trust me.
Himanshu, you do a UFC / boxing show and some old WWE talks. I'm down for that. Yeah.
Wait, WWE. No.
WWE,
you know what?
Thing, man.
Let me correct him, Himanshu. It's WWF if you want to go old school. Yeah. We're talking Papa Shango, Yokozuna, Yoink the Clown.
Elizabeth.
Will you marry me?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we've gone on a full tangent.
Yeah,
for real. All right, shout before we just quickly, last one. Did you used to watch WCW back in the day with like Goldberg and Hollywood Hulk Hogan and NWO?
That always felt like the home and away to the neighbors.
No. Drift. You don't know about NWO? You.
That was the only time when it kind of got good, man. They had budget rings and I wasn't not really.
NWO Goldberg. They had Sting. It's Sting, bruv. Don't get me started.
Coming down.
I wasn't really a WCW.
It's Sting.
Right. Wrestling back in the day used to be sick, man.
Was the
sickest.
Stone
Cold will be forever my guy, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Big Papa Pop, holla if you hear me, hey, bro.
Sam Max Legend AS. None of the modern day Muppets you mentioned can hold a candle to Maradona for first touch on dodgy pitches and Butcher's trying to break his ankles.
That's a good point, but I just never watched it live.
Yeah.
But
although
I appreciate when people say that, though.
I watched a clip of Ronaldo the other day, and he was dribbling past about 4 players, and the state of the pitch, it was crazy. And
you're talking about
past these players, the Ronaldo, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet I know when he was playing. I bet he was looking at his Inter days, isn't it?
Against Spartak Moscow, and he just He went on horrid, man.
There wasn't even a pitch, bruv. It was just like it was the park. It was the park.
Yeah. Potholes, come like you're driving in Jamaica back in the day. Halo bang out. Thank you for your super chat. BC fantasy Liverpool team with Liverpool spine. Allison, Alberto, Beckenbauer, VVD, Maldini, Zidane, Gerard, Platini, Maradona, Suarez, Ronaldo. Feel free to tinker. That's a team.
I would I, you know what? Trying to think, is there anyone I'll take out of that? Would you take out? No, because Platini was dumb. Beckenbauer or Baresi?
Toss up, innit?
Because Baresi was dumb.
Kall, did you hear Rance called you out, bro? No, had no idea. Rance has my details, so I'm not a hard man to find. He can catch me if he wants to. Genie Houdini. Fellas, I can take a loss, but we're getting battered by City Sunday. I feel how Undertaker felt after Kane chokeslammed him through the ring. Which time? Which time? Kane dished out a lot of beatings to Undertaker, I'm not going to lie.
Remember Kane's music? Yeah. Like, Kane was hard, bro. Kane was hard.
Fire coming out from the ring and all.
Yeah, bro. Kane
just had a mad gimp mask as well. It's just like Kane was not to be played with, bro. Kane was not to be played with.
Kane was a serious dude, you know.
Bro, anyone who's got a haircut that starts from there ain't ramping, trust me.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to finishing the rivals.
Yeah, the football, bro. Sorry, my bad.
Wolves versus Leicester City.
This is a tough one, isn't it? Wolves just come off the back of a good victory against Arsenal. Leicester on a bit of a roll. I'm going to go with Leicester, though. I think Leicester will probably just sneak this one. I don't think there'll be loads of goals. Maybe 2 goals, maybe at the most, maybe in this game. I'm going to go 1-0 Leicester.
No Vardy?
They seem to be all right, though, to be honest.
But didn't they lose their last game? They lost their last game.
Did they? No. Didn't they win their last game?
Who?
Have a look.
Leicester.
Who? No, Leicester won their last game, Kall, innit?
Yeah, they won their last game. Sure.
Didn't they not win their last game?
Their last game. Oh, sorry, you're right. It was against Fulham. They did win. Yeah.
That's what I was. Man said, you remember Eugene? I remember Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene wouldn't be allowed nowadays. Not in this culture.
No.
Vince was on a bit of a mad one them days. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, Vince made a tag team duo. Should I even say it on air? Crime time, bruv.
Yeah.
Less of that, innit? Just allow it.
Vince is a bit of a naughty guy. I can't lie. I reckon Leicester. I think Wolves will get a draw in that.
I'm going for a Leicester win. 1-0 Leicester.
Guy Lewis said, I ain't seen 2 Pixel and Naby lately. Hope Naby's okay. What we said, 2 Pixel just dealing with Naby. Is 2 Pixel his personal trainer? 2 Pixel did say he was doing work and he was traveling a lot, innit?
I said I hope Naby's okay, you know. Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy. LFC Aaron. In my opinion, El Diego had the best first touch in football. Thanks for answering my NBA questions, Matt. Thanks to all 3 for such great content. Oh, bless you, bro.
No, appreciate it, man.
Thank you to everyone who supports us.
Indeed.
And then last game before we open the phone lines is Sheffield United versus Chelsea.
Every time I talk about you saying to Chelsea, Jeff? Every time I say goal brick, he actually does. He scores sometimes, you know. But I just don't rate him. He doesn't even, you know what it is? He doesn't even move like a football player. He doesn't like, there's just something about him. I think to myself, like, how have you made it? Really? Like,
I've said that about a lot.
I know. But obviously,
we'll continue to say everything.
I'm joking, but what I mean is this year, when you consider Chelsea's players and you consider Sheffield United's, surely Sheffield United can't beat Chelsea. Chelsea, again, won against Spurs away from home. I know the person in the comments said it doesn't matter about home and away, which is true, but I still think Chelsea are stronger than Sheffield United, like all over the pitch. One thing I will say that kind of surprised me, I think Timo Werner's broken. Like, I think he's broken. And I'm looking at Drift because I don't know what you done to Timo Werner, yeah, but that Timo Werner, they say Timo Werner that me and Kyle have been watching that last week for 4 years. He looks like he's confident now, but you know what it is? And again, I will say this though, Drift, before you say anything, confidence, bro. His confidence is shot. Yeah. When I say shot, but I'm talking like he gets the ball and he miscontrols it. Like I'm talking like he went to pass the ball and he went off the pitch. And I was like, huh? Like, what?
Havertz is another one. Dare I say, players who've come from Germany for big money recently haven't really done that well.
It's true.
But
he could come good. He could come good. Don't get me wrong.
But
I've always just thought that he was a little bit one-dimensional, even though he's good at what he does. And I always thought that might make him struggle in the Premier League. He may have gone to the wrong team. Maybe if he'd gone to another team, he would have done better. But I don't know. I just felt like he was a bit of a hype. And so far, it looks like I was right. But only time will tell.
Could very well be. Could be just like he can't handle playing for a bigger club than Leipzig. It could be that. But you know when it is, you look at us and I know we haven't been great this season, but I can't help but think, look what we've done for Jota. Jota didn't have an amazing season last season. You know? You go look at Jota's stats, he went amazing. His season before that was better. And we still bought him because we saw the potential. I still feel like Jurgen Klopp would have got a better Timo Werner. Whether or not that would happen, I don't know. But I just think he's...
Someone just said if me and McGoldrick swap places, no one would notice. I would, because my bank balance would be a lot better. I would. What's he on? 30 grand a week? Whatever it is.
We say this McGoldrift.
Hey, I'll take that for 30 grand a week.
You can call me so dead.
You want 30 grand a week,
He's
mate.
so dead. I don't care.
By the way, Kall, you know you said that players don't come from Germany and do too well. Considering he's our centre back.
Come back.
He hasn't even done that yet.
Kall's got me worried now, bro.
No, but he doesn't come for big money, has he? He hasn't come for big money.
Man say he's our centre back. Shabak. He's our centre back. Shabak. He's our centre back. Shabak.
When you start playing well, we're banging that one out. Trust me.
100%.
I'm cutting a dub plate for that. I'm not even. I might actually cutting a dub for that. I'm cutting a dub.
No Burnley in the rival watch today, so no Sean Dyche today, guys. Unfortunately.
What was Burnley's last game, Kall? Can you remember who they played? Just out of interest. Can you remember?
Yeah, City, isn't it?
And the score is 1-0, isn't it? Was it 1-0?
2, I think, isn't it?
No, I think it was 1-0, I think, isn't it? Is it 1?
Let me check.
Oh, someone said it was 2-0. I think it was 2.
Yeah. Is it 2?
No, what I was going to ask you, Kall, what do you think Sean Dyche will be saying to the players? I've got bare contrasting scorelines. I've got 3-1. I'm seeing a 2-0. I'm seeing another.
Definitely 2-0.
What do you think Sean Dyche would be saying right now, Kall, if he could hear us? What do you think he's feeling right now?
What are you talking about, the Man City game?
Yeah. Bro.
What did you guys expect, eh? I told you, we're gonna put out miracles when they've got Jesus up front. That's it. What did you guys expect? You got that Spanish lad Foden on the left hand side. You got Gundogan, whatever his name is.
The gang.
You got Bernard Silva. How you meant to get the ball off them lads? I mean, they got centre backs bigger than ours at the back as well. It's like a hybrid team. Them lot. What am I to do against them lot? They got Schilling up front. Who plays on the wing, gets tap-ins. Like, what are we meant to do against these lot? What are we meant to do? Here's me thinking the last Torres
Shilling, you know.
Shillings, you know.
Here's me thinking, F
Man
Torres
took
on
you
the
back to the 70s, but man said they got shillings up front, you know.
Here's me thinking they got. I see the team sheet release. F Torres. I'm thinking, Fernando Torres is making his return. Where's another one? Like a conveyor belt is saying Torres. Maybe all the first names going to be left. What am I meant to do? I prepared for Fernando and what's it? Ferret Torres. What am I meant to do? Got no idea. All the lemons in the house is gone. My throat's parched. I drink till I'm tired, and still I can't get rid of these four. What am I meant to do? Don't even know if we've got this week. What? Let me check. Brighton. It's a reunion. Brighton versus Burnley, the two Liverpool killers. Love it. Nothing like a British. Graham Potter. Don't get much better than that. English manager with Spanish philosophy. Likes to play the ball. And I tell you what, you see that fullback is 6'7"? Oh goodness, he got me rock hard, he did. Rock hard. A real throwback in. 6'7" and left back. Oh yeah. I tell you what, if Brighton go down and he becomes available, you know he's gonna be first on my list. Doesn't get much better than that. Ball carrying a 6 foot defender. 6'7". He's bigger than Kane from WWF. I love a bit of that. I gotta stop that.
No, I'm crying, bro. Oh man. Oh, love it, Kall. Man actually said shillings, and then man said they got 6% about. He bigger than Kane.
Guys, we're going to now open the phone line so you guys can call in. Remember, so the way we're going to do it, guys, you're going to ask your question or say your comment. Then we're going to remove you. We're going to answer that and then bring in the next person. All right, guys. So in 3, 2, 1, the lines should be open now. Come on in, people. Come on in. It's going to be I feel like it's going to be a rough one today, given Liverpool's current form. And
4 minutes has been poor.
Last loss. Introduction of Kabak. What do we do? Straight in there, no messing about. Hey, I'm seeing a chat fill up. There we go. All right, let's get the first person in. The one, the only Conroy. How you doing, Conroy?
Oh, guys, I'm not even joking. I'm not even lying. I've actually been crying, and honestly, that was hilarious. I'm not putting that on. Genuinely, he's going to do it every week, but I honestly was. I need to compose myself, and I'm not even joking. I don't know how that was so funny. Look at my hair. Look, honestly, that was brilliant. Honestly, there shouldn't be an agenda for these nights. You should just say, Kopish, whatever happens, let's go, man. Honestly.
Right, you know what? As a one-off today, then I'll do the rest of the show, Sean Dyche.
Aye, that was honestly.
Right, we need you for tomorrow, you know, bro.
Yeah, bro, your throat is going to be finished.
No, I'll rest up. I'll do the rest of the show, Sean Dyche, starting from now. Let's go for it.
I don't know how you got so.
What's your question?
Right, okay. I've actually got a question. Right, I've got a good question. I thought earlier in the week. So, the first question was: there's been a lot of chat this week about maybe Liverpool getting a cam or getting a midfielder who scores more goals. I just wanted to ask you this, because I looked at Sporting this season as well since Bruno Fernandes has left, and it reminded me of when we had Coutinho. You know, I love Coutinho, but it's this nostalgic thing. I thought when Coutinho left, the team got better at using the full access of the team and not feeling like it's Coutinho ball. We have to pass the ball to him all the time. Because I mean, how many times in games would we constantly shoot? And I get there has to be a bit of that, but I feel people are maybe forgetting it was quite frustrating at times. So I just wanted to see if you think if we got another midfielder who was like that or a cam, if that would actually, if we could find a way of getting the best out of everybody. Because I feel like when it was Coutinho, we didn't get the best. There's maybe some games we did, but I still thought there was other games where he would not play the right pass at the right time, or a person wouldn't go themselves because they felt like they had to pass to him. So that was my first question. And the second question was, shout out to Steve Kerr first for basketball, 8 NBAs. So just to add that in, Matt. The next question was, see, out your experience, who's been the most surprising signing for you in a good way and in a bad way? So like who's like just bypassed all your expectations and who's like completely dropped them? So that's my questions, guys.
Super, Conroy, as always. Absolutely fantastic questions and comments. Gonna let you go. I'm gonna let the boys chop it up.
Guys, all right, take care. Love you guys. See you later.
Right, come to you first, Coutinho.
Kall, I'm never gonna lie. We need Sanderson back, but if you do dash all through, we're gonna lose all composure for the whole show.
No, I believe in you guys. I believe in the professionalism. That's what this country built on, isn't it? Let's get back to the foundations, lads. Right. Obviously, we lost Coutinho. The team started going on a winning thing. Can we now integrate a cam? What sort of cams are we looking at? Grealish, Maddison, some of England's finest. I'm not even going to speak about the foreign lads. What do you guys reckon? Can we get the best out of this team with those guys?
Massive English finest. All right, do you know what? All right, going back to the question, yeah. He made a valid point about Coutinho. When we had Coutinho, it kind of was like, give the ball to Coutinho and like let him do his thing in it. Like he's the man, and everyone kind of shied away a little bit. But I'm wondering now if we was to still bring back Coutinho. Let's say we brought it back now for argument's sake, because I'd love to bring it back here. Would we still play that way because we got players that have now, I would arguably say, don't feel maybe inferior, maybe how they used to. Like for example, when Salah first came there, Salah was just like, he just came to the club. Mane, you know what I mean, didn't play for Coutinho for a long time. Remember, Coutinho left in 2017. Mane came in 2016. You got Thiago there as now. I would like to think if we was to bring back Coutinho, it would be slightly different. Yes, I still think there'll be games where it may be a little bit Coutinho ball, but at the same time, he's the one player for midfield that could do something. And I kind of feel like when your cam is that good, you kind of just have to let them express themselves. Not like, I don't know, just give them the ball all the time, but allow them to do what they need to do. And I hate to bring up his name, but for example, look at Bruno Fernandes. He's had a big impact at Man United, whether you like him or not, he has. Whether it's penalties, whether he scored a free kick, do you know what I'm saying? Whether he's got a goal or an assist, they let him do what he needs to do. And I kind of feel like we need a player like that. But I only think he enhances the squad because we've got great players around him. So yeah.
Let me just ask you a question while I'm answering the question. If you look at all the teams who are being successful currently, or have had a lot more success compared to others over the past few years, it's all the teams that have cams and don't have cams, right? Like what Man United did to get back where they are was they bought one. Man City have obviously had Silva, De Bruyne, whatever you want to call it. When you actually think about the teams that are struggling, Arsenal, for example, if you look at Tottenham ever since Eriksen left, or ever since Eriksen said he wanted to leave, their form completely dropped. I've got a manager sacked. It's kind of telling that when you look at the situation, the way teams are, every team who's got one seems to be able to pull rabbits out the hat. And the teams who don't go into these really poor patches of form where they struggle. And I feel like even though we haven't struggled up until this point since Coutinho left, we've always needed a Coutinho back. And I hate to bring him up, Kall, but it was Fekir. That was supposed to be the guy that we bought that was meant to come in and have that little bit of X factor about him that could do those kind of things. And we didn't get him in the end, and it slowly but surely is catching up with us.
Spot on, Drift. Gonna bring in the next caller. No, in fact, got a second Conroy's second question. Where he's still remind me, the Braves are where it used to be.
The second one was a player that kind of like a player that met your expectations and a player that didn't meet your expectations or something like that. I think it was. Apologies, Conroy, if I got that wrong.
No, that is good. Yeah. Who superseded expectations and who didn't live up to expectations? Who didn't live up to expectations? Markovic. I thought we were signing the best winger in world football.
Ooh.
That was all down to Matt blowing him up, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, Matt blew the most smoke up his ass. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really, though, but would you have said that?
Anyone would have thought he's coming to Matt if you spoke to Matt. Goodness me.
But I never said though that he was going to be like the best thing since sliced bread. I said he's going to be a quality player. Whereas, do you know what I would even say? I'll go, this is how I see it. For me, Salah exceeded expectations for me. Because even though I knew Salah was good, I didn't know Salah would be all worldly. That's for me. For me, it's Mo Salah for me. For me, it's Mo Salah.
I knew Salah was a good player and I was very excited to get him. But I didn't think he would go on to be the top goal scorer for like 4 years in a row.
But 100%, I never saw that either. Never saw it. And the worst player.
Although I know we did know he was a good player when we bought him, but the level Suarez went to was just something else.
Yeah.
I still think he exceeded expectation. I don't think anyone thought he was going to become so good that he would literally be the best player in the world when we sold him.
It's Suarez and Salah. The only reason I say Salah is because Salah, like imagine this, like Salah scored 44 goals in one season, bro. Like if you said that to me before he signed him, I'd be like this, like the guy can barely get like 20 at Roma. What are you talking about? He's a good player, but let's not get gassed now. That we're talking like that's the level of like Messi, Ronaldo, like Messi scoring 44 goals in La Liga or overall, but Messi does more than that anyway when he's in his prime. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's that level where you're like, no one from the Prem scoring that. Bruv, not even Henry could score that. Not even Suarez. Nobody in the Prem could do what Salah's done, in my opinion. Man's just
you know what though? I'm just going to quickly run off a few names because I feel like I don't want to get too caught up in the now.
I can't know one of the names.
No. Robbo.
Yeah.
Trent.
Yeah.
Trent was signed though.
No, but
but he just said expectations though. He didn't say signed.
No, he didn't. No, he did. Conroy said who he signed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, you know, as soon as we signed Trent to a professional contract, he exceeded soon. Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Sami Hyypiä.
Yeah. Van Dijk, would you even say that? Because you knew he was good, but did you know he'll be the best?
Van Dijk can't, like, we knew he was good, but we didn't think he was going to be the world's best.
Best defending the.
I genuinely predicted to people that I thought would become the best. I watched him from Celtic. I wanted us to get him from when he was at Celtic.
Fair play.
No, that's fair enough. Dirk Kuyt. I think he exceeded expectations of what we thought we were going to.
I disagree on that one. I thought Dirk would have got a lot more goals than he did. He was very clutch.
Yeah, but I think it's because of where he was played in the end. I think
I know, but I think the reason he played there is because his goal output wasn't as good as we thought he would be.
And then quickly, players who didn't live up to expectation at all, just quickly. Harry Kewell.
Yeah.
Expected. Back to the other one. My mind's and my throat's dry. Gary McAllister. That was our madness. We knew he was good. We didn't think he was going to be so important. He'd be key to a treble-winning cup season. That was madness.
That's
Harry Kewell for the flops.
Yeah. Injuries, I think. It's the injury.
Yeah. For whatever the reason, Ryan Babel,
Cisse.
Yeah, Cisse.
Markovic.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not going to say Cisse is 2 broken legs. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm not going to even say that that's fair to say him.
No, I agree, but it still didn't work out, innit?
I know, but bloody hell, 2 broken legs, bro. That's
no, but it's like Kewell. Kewell was pretty much down to injuries as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
Would
Andy
you say
Carroll.
Balotelli?
I didn't think Balotelli would do well either.
Didn't you?
Oh, you know what? The Italian.
No, but the price
Italian,
tag made, I think Andy Carroll was supposed to be something in it. So
I kind of knew he was never going to be great. I thought it'd be good, but not great though. I thought it'd be good.
And you know what, Matt? No shade, Naby.
Delwyn Jones with a super chat. Edward, if we're not raiding Leipzig for centre backs, and raid them for Danny Olmo, an excellent cam. Madison Grealish too expensive. We must sign a number 924231 now. I mean, I know they're expensive. For me, Grealish or Madison would be dreamland for me.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what, Jeff? I know you like to throw shade, but I would have said Aquilani over Kall.
Oh, Aquilani, yeah. No, but I'm not throwing shade, but we have to be honest with ourselves. Naby has underachieved for big money. So I think, like, but when we signed him,
underachieved,
I thought
though.
we
That's
were
different.
going to go to another level. Like, I thought we signed a player who's going, and you know what? In your defense, if he was fully fit, if you could give him Wijnaldum's engine and fitness, I actually think he probably would have took us to another level. All jokes aside, I genuinely do believe the way he plays football, the runs he makes, the dribbles, the progressive football, I think you're right. I think he could have took us to another level. So I know I shade and I make the jokes, but he has underachieved, bro. It's a fact.
Guna Lee. I'm not gonna lie. Guna Lee, you look like you're about to do the silhouette challenge, bro. I best not hear. Put your hand.
Listen, bro.
If I hear that, I'm kicking you straight out of the dream, bro.
Hey, listen, bro. You got bad. You know what? My missus is next door, bro. She's talking to her cousin because it's her birthday today. They're doing some stupid quiz. So I've just got the lights down. And
do you say it's your missus' birthday?
No. It's her cousin's birthday. It's her cousin's birthday.
Okay.
I'm just literally in here. I'm in the living room, just chilling in that one. But I got some smoke for Drifty today, you know, because you keep coming on my Arsenal boys, bro. And he's killing me, bro. You're killing me, Drifty, man. You're killing me out here, bro.
I know, bro. It's a reflex.
Listen. But like, I've got a question. You lot always talk about Pepe, saying how it was a big flop, innit? But do you not think, and this is a question for you lot, do you not think that the Oxlade of 1 year left on the deal at the time, 35 mil, okay, granted, hold my hands up, he's won the league and he's won the Champions League and the World Club Championship or whatever it's called. But you think he's obviously firstly been significant in all of those, and do you think that you kind of got a bit robbed for that 35 million? Again, granted, he's won all of those trophies, but 35 mil for one season left at Arsenal, 1 year left. Sorry, do you think that's significant in terms of what you sort of paid for him? And I know you lot love him, but I don't know. I'm not too sure if that's worth it. And the second thing for you lot to sort of discuss, you need to come off this hype about Arsenal and the 12 draws, the Invincibles, bro. That team, listen, we could do it all at that time. And I know, and I'm going to give it to you, the quality in that season was nowhere near the quality now. But I'm going to just give you one name, and you lot can't chat that. Vieira, like, I know you're captain, you man's captain, Henderson, bad boy. I ain't going to lie, like, I've got to hold my hand up. And that's another one, you know, you lot forgot. Turned out to be someone who didn't kind of like...
That is true, bro.
I remember, like, at that Sunderland, he was looking dead, but now he's like almost all worldly. But Vieira, and you lot got to start putting respect on Henry's name, man. Like,
come on,
Henry's one of the best to do it, bro.
Yeah, like, the guy didn't win a Ballon d'Or, but we know he got bumped as well. Like, and I'm sure you guys could agree, because I think it was it Ronaldinho? And
I think
Messi or something like that. But like, it was almost like them times there, Arsene Wenger was getting snubbed for things, and like, I don't know why, but like Henry's, I don't know why he's just not rated, because he's not top goal scorer, or he had to go to Barcelona to win the league, Champions League, or whatever it was. But you lot got to start putting some respect on Arsenal's name, because that team and the 08 Man United team, I'm not saying that they're better, but you lot sort of dismiss them Arsenal with the Man United team. Like, like they're Leicester and that, come on, man, like.
No, I get what you're saying. You got a valid point. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you have a valid point. You have a valid point.
You look at it, like, and again, I respect this Liverpool team greatly because it's been a 4-year stint of just dominance, almost pretty much in it, because you've been to the Champions League twice, the league pretty much 3 times now, even including this season, because you can still win it. Like I still think you can. So it's been a 4-year sort of ongoing cycle, but I don't know, like I just feel like everyone's just snubbed it because we've got the 12 draws, and even that season we got knocked out, I think, by Chelsea, and that was just like was it? I think it was Chelsea or Inter Milan, I can't remember, but
Chelsea.
It was actually Wayne Bridge, and I remember I was quite young, and I was like, bro, I was heartbroken that season. I literally went bed. It was a lot. I was heartbroken, man. It hurt me, bro. But I'm like, you lot just slide past Arsenal like West Ham. Like I'm getting my just slide. I'm like 50, bro, got smoke for you, you know. You know what? Ever since I've been coming on this channel every Friday, you lot be losing, bro. And I'm like, yes!
I know you said that, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. But no.
You know what it is, Lee, yeah? Before we let you go, I've got so many Arsenal fans, yeah, as friends, like, and I'm talking proper brethren, like blood brothers. You know what I'm saying? I have to admit, I can't help but let it slide into my feelings when I'm talking in public. Like I know their man are hearing, and I can't let that man hear me talk nice about their team. You know what I'm saying, brother? Like, my bad. I need to be more professional. I hear that. But
some of my boys,
it's hard, bro. It's hard.
The Arsenal fans that some of my friends, I actually find them quite annoying. So I understand why you would find them annoying. They just I'm not even going to swear, but they chat some rubbish, bro. Like they come up with some talking about Ramsey's legend and that. But this guy here, bro, this guy's whack, bro. Like, you believe though that Invincibles team is up there with not only the best team in the Prem, but one of the best teams at that moment. All worldly, all not up there with Barcelona and that, like, because that team is ridiculous. But like including this Liverpool team. I'm not saying that this team is not on smoke, because it's ridiculous, crazy. But you have to start giving my boys some ratings, because I'm coming for you, man. I told you end of the season we're finishing above you, and I'm coming on all this smoke. I'm coming for
you're gonna leave, bro. You're gonna hurt them. You're gonna hurt your lungs, because as bad as Liverpool been, we ain't finishing below us.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you what, bro. And Kall, you're gonna be crying so much, bro. That Sean Drake, that Dice voice is gonna be there permanent. Man's gonna be crying, bro.
But no, Bob, before you go, sir, Bob, what was your questions again, quickly, before we let you go, bro?
It was failure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that discussion with the Invincible is going to be there forever. So I'm not even going to expect you to get into there, but you actually start rating my team, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. And I love, you know what, but Jishki, I love you, because you know what, 2-0 tomorrow, bro. I'm out here, 2-0 tomorrow, bro. We're going to smoke Aston Villa, bro. I told you, bro.
No, yeah, you'll beat Villa. You'll beat Villa.
Yeah, no, man. They are some small fries out here. Come on, man.
Famous last word, yeah?
Yeah. Just easy, man. We're going to take these and keep it moving, man. Don't worry, man. We're going to keep it moving.
Cool.
Big up.
As always,
take
it easy, brother.
Take it easy, bro.
I'll start, because that's my idea.
I think, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. The question about Ox, I think it's a very good question. And Drift, I don't think you're going to like my answer.
I know I won't. But Ox is my dude, yeah. And here's what I will say. 35 mil is quite overpriced for a player who had 1 year left in his contract. But there's a few extenuating circumstances that come into this that make it what it is. First, it's a rival. Anytime you're taking a player from a rival, no matter what he's got left on his contract, you're going to pay a premium, because that club is going to be reluctant. They know they have to let him go, but they're going to be reluctant to let him go. And secondly, he's English. But whatever the reason is, we still haven't quite worked it out yet. It still baffles all of us. English tax is our madness when it's in the Premier League. Premier League team to Premier League team, you always got to add on like 30% just because he's English. We know this. So all things considered, Ox is a 20 mil player at a year left, I reckon, at the time, especially because he was young then. He was only about 24, 25 when we bought him, yeah? And I feel like for his youthfulness, I know he was injury prone, but for his youthfulness and whatever, he's still a 20 mil player. To pay 35 mil for a 24-year-old English player who does have, and let's not get twisted. On his day, he is an absolute bad boy. I know everyone always thinks that I'm being a little bit too just thinking about that one season, but when we got to the Champions League final, when he got injured in that semi-final to Roma, he was on smoke for the second half of that season, and he was definitely one of the most important players in our team at that time. And I still think if he was playing, we'd have had a much better chance of winning that final. You think about Salah getting injured, at least we would have still had some pace in our team, because at that point, Ox was actually doing what he is best at, and is running and driving and using pace to put defenders on the back foot. I personally feel like 35 mil could be considered a little bit too much, but I don't think it's an astronomical price where you can look at it and go, you lot got robbed. I would not say it's a situation we could say we got robbed. Yeah, we probably paid over the odds, but I don't think we got robbed. I think there's a big difference. Like Andy Carroll, we got robbed. There's a difference. So that's my take on it.
I'm going to read out this super chat, and then me and Matt are going to chime in on this. Dinesh, evening, gentlemen. Who would win against last year's winning Liverpool team against Reina, Cara, Aga, Hupia, Risa, Alonso, Mascherano, Gerrard, Torres, Fowler, Suarez against the latest winning team? Who would win 4-2-1-3?
I'm going to keep it a $1.50. That team he just said would probably beat every team apart from Pep's Barcelona team.
In history.
That team is...
Torres, Fowler, and Suarez.
Nah, it's naughty still.
A game. Do you know how many goals you get?
But I will say this though: if you're gonna play a 4-2-1-3, who's going on the wing for you?
You don't
I'm
need
guessing he's
anyone
playing Carragher at right back.
You don't need anyone on the wing, bro. Gerrard and Alonso creating, bro.
No, come on.
You
But we have to go
don't
about...
need anyone on the wing, bro. And anytime them lose the ball, Mascherano would just be like hungry hippos, like, just get the ball.
No, I get what you're saying, because we're getting caught up with names and nostalgia, so to speak.
There's not much balance there, admittedly.
Yeah, it's the balance, though. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you're just going by like them names there, then them names there are stupid. Like a team with Gerrard, then
can I ask you, Matt? How does Firmino, Salah? All right, Salah would have joy against Risa. He would. Mane would have joy against Carragher.
Of course.
I think Firmino gets absolutely eaten alive by Hupio and Agra. I'm not.
Okay. But who's getting past Van Dijk?
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. There's a big chance Fowler, Torres, or Suarez is getting past Van Dijk.
Hold on. No,
you even have to get past him, though. Because Gerrard can just whack it from 30 yards.
I hear you. Listen, I'm just giving you an argument because you man are just glossing over it like there's no argument, yeah? Listen, Van Dijk next to a fully fit Matip. This ain't Matip that breaks down. We're talking fully fit, yeah? And also, not even that, yeah? All right, the midfield. Let's talk about the midfield now. Thiago, Fabinho, and your boy, Jeff Henderson. You're telling me them man can't talk now? So Fabinho's smashing, yeah? Thiago's dictating, and Henderson's doing another smashing thing. You're telling me that man can't cause them a problem?
No, they can go out swinging. They can go out swinging, bro.
Mash smashing. Alonso dictating. And Gerrard doing everything.
Alonso versus Thiago. That's not even that's not like a given, you know?
No, that's not a given. Let's break it down quickly. So
that's not a given.
Mascherano versus Fabinho. It's close. I'll go Mash.
Depends what you want. It depends what you want, no drift. It depends what you want.
I just want smash.
All right.
Thiago
I want smash and distribution.
Alonso.
I just want smash.
Thiago versus Alonso.
Yeah.
I think is a conversation I'm not going to get into right now.
Because you don't want it. You don't want it. That's why you don't
Gerrard versus Henderson. You might know Henderson's my guy, but that's Gerrard.
Yeah, that's clear.
There's 2 out of the 3 that I'm picking from the other team. Whichever way
said
you're
you didn't want this. No, but you... Oh, yeah, because you said Mask over Fab. But
yeah.
Fabinho, you're sleeping.
Bruv, you know how much I love our strike force. like in general, especially what they've done. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fowler, Torres, and Suarez, I'm picking those over these, whichever way you're doing it.
All right. No. I hear what you're saying because I hate to say it, but Firmino lets the side down, innit? I'll be honest, like Firmino for me is the one that you look at and go, he's like out of the three, he's the weak link. But when you look at Mane, who was that? Who's the right back?
Carragher.
He's getting roasted. You can't even stop. Just give the ball to Mane and let him feed. And Salah is roasting Reece, you know. Reece was good. Reece was good. Reece was okay at defending, but never great. Never great. And whoever you play on the right-hand side, you're up against Robbo. So good luck. The only person you're gonna have luck with is on the left-hand side when your left winger, so to speak, is going up against Trent. That's the only way you're getting past this current Liverpool team if they're both at their peak.
I hear you,
talk to me. No, talk to me. I don't want to hear it. You might have sleeping on this team, you know.
I'm not sleeping.
But are you talking about the same team that just lost to Brighton? Drew with
Drift, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Because that team there has lost some games that let's not even speak about it.
No, I'm joking because obviously Van Dijk and them like I'm playing.
Let's answer Junali's question about Ox.
Yeah. So we got Saka.
All right, I'll quickly speak about Ox. As things stand right now, Ox is a flop. He's a Liverpool flop. Love the guy to bits. Desperately unlucky with injuries, but I don't see why he doesn't get put in the same category as Naby Keita. Naby Keita didn't have a year left on his contract. He didn't. And the season he had before we signed him, Naby was exceptional as well. We can't say the same about Ox. Ox wasn't even playing centre midfield for us, and he was playing as a right wing back / right winger.
Still played well in that season, though.
He played okay. He didn't play great.
He played well in that season, bro.
He had some good games. That was it. He had some good games.
If I'll be honest with you, you never would have said, you never would have been like, we have to sign the Ox. You never would have. It's because I think because we got him. You appreciate him. Yeah, because you appreciate him. I think that's what it is as well.
You look at some of the other players we've signed with 1 year left on their contract. Thiago, for example, we got for 25 million, and he was all worldly when we signed him. You look at even Van Persie at Man United. What was he? 20 million he cost them and pretty much won them the league. I think a lot gets glossed over because Ox was so brilliant in that 17-18 season for a few months. But if we analyse Ox's whole Liverpool career, it's been a flop. And again, I think he gets away with some of it because people think 35 million as opposed to 52 million. But when you actually compare the context of both, they're both just as bad as each other. And Ox has been a flop as things stand right now. He could change that. It could change just like Keita could. But right now, Ox is a flop in my opinion.
I think if you deep it, other than the 17-18 season, Ox has been inconsistent. He's had some good games, obviously, even in the 19-20 season when he scored like the two great goals against, I think it was Genk, if I'm right, Kall?
Yeah.
Genk, like outside the boot and whatnot, and that's the thing. Ox is a good goal scorer when he's on form, but he's been inconsistent, and injuries have just killed him. Like, obviously not killed him, but you know what I'm saying. Injuries have just hurt his Liverpool career, so you kind of have to put him a flop. The same way, I have to give that same energy to Naby Keita. Injuries have destroyed, in my opinion, their Liverpool career so far, and it's only up to them whether they can change that. But if they were both to be sold, Naby Keita and Ox, they will be deemed as flops because they both haven't met expectations to what we expect from both of them. It's that simple. Like, you think I want to sit here and say Ox is a flop? No, because he plays for Liverpool. He's got Liverpool shirt, and I want him to do well. I want Ox to be smashing balls like them 30-yarders all the time. But it's just that he's been injured. Just like Naby Keita, they both have flops so far. So I have to keep it like 100, bro. Like, they both of them. Yeah. Like, so other than that 17-18 season where, as you said, before he got an injury, Ox looked like he was in a mad one, and then it just went all downhill from there, bro. He's never really been the same. We've only seen flashes. Just like with Naby Keita, we see flashes, but it's not enough. So he is a flop, in my opinion.
So we're all in agreement. Ox was a great signing. We move on.
Joe K, can you hear us, bro? Joe K.
Good evening. How are you guys?
Not too bad, bro. How you doing?
Good, man.
What a show! Callum, your Dyche impression is unreal. It's unreal.
You,
it really is. So yeah, no, obviously, Liverpool are not in the best. We're not in the best day at the moment. So I just want to ask you guys, how confident are you in getting top 4? Because at the moment, I think we've got to be real. As much as I adore this team and I want them to do everything possible, I've got to be real. I can't. We haven't been consistent at all this season. I can't sit here and categorically say that we're going to get top 4. I actually can't. I can't. As much as I love every single one of the players, and I think they're amazing in their own individual right, we're just not. We're not. There's nothing coherent about us this season. So I can't say it convincingly. What do you guys think about that?
We're going to answer that question, Joe. Joe, I just want to say before we let you go, I just want to say a massive thank you to you. You've been one of the most consistent supporters of the Viewers Review video.
I love it. I love it.
Really appreciate it, man.
No, it's class. It's class. Anything to support the show.
I appreciate that. We're going to let you go. We're going to ask a question right now, though. Thank you again.
All right,
Dave.
appreciate that, bro.
All right, nice one, brother.
Bless, man.
Yeah, Joe makes a very good point there, guys, because I saw a stat today that said that we haven't won more than 2 games in a row all season, and that's fucking terrible.
Have we not?
We've not won more than 2 games in a row all season, bro.
No, we have. We have. That's a lie. We won the first 3.
Well, unless Guy lied.
Maybe after a certain point it was just.
Yeah,
maybe after a certain point in the season.
We won the first 3 games in a row this season to start. We beat Leeds, Chelsea.
Are you sure?
100%. Leeds, Chelsea, and Arsenal.
Yeah, Carl's right. It's after a certain point, just maybe they probably got that.
Well, Sky got that one wrong then. Well, anyway, have we won more than 2 in a row since then? Then maybe that's what they were saying. Whichever way.
Yeah.
We haven't. We've been poor this season by our usual standards. Do you get what I mean? So
agreed.
I'm very worried about top 4. Very, very worried about top 4, and I feel like the only way we get top 4 is if Chelsea and Tottenham remain the way they are, where they're just as inconsistent. If either of those 2 do find some form, I'd be very, very worried about our top 4 status. Very worried. I think Leicester at the moment look good for top 4. I think Man U and City are nailed on for top 4. And we're just lucky Arsenal have had a really poor season by the standards of the usual top 6 sides, that they're quite far behind. But the way we're playing, we're just going to keep dropping points randomly, I feel like. And I am very worried about top 4. Very worried about it. And I'm not being like reactionary or pessimistic or whatever. I'm genuinely looking at the team and I'm thinking, where do we put any run together? Like if you look at the run we've just been on, here's the most scary thing. Say to go on. If we'd have just played Everton, City, Man U, had 2 Champions League games with mad thing, and then looking at the run and it was the same amount of points, I'll be like, that's to be expected, boys. Let's keep it real. I know we wish we'd done better than that, but let's keep it real. Those teams were quite difficult. Guys, when you look at the fact that it's Fulham, Newcastle, West Brom, Southampton, I know a man got sent off because he was on the books for Man United and he only took 30 seconds to put them in their advantage. But the fact still remains, they got pammed 7-0 and we let them beat us.
2 very different games, though. Different games.
Kall, man. I know it is, but at the same time, I'm just like you just got to look at it. You think Burnley and Brighton came to Anfield and took away the winning streak.
Agreed.
We just lost back-to-back games for the first time.
I know.
To Brighton and Burnley. Bro.
I hear you, but at the same time, Jeff, I can turn around and say, well, Tottenham pammed up Man United as well. So no team. What I'm trying to basically say with that is no team has actually been that consistent this season, apart from City.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
We can actually pick literally every team this season. Even City got pammed up by Leicester 5-2 at home. So every team has actually suffered shock defeats.
Okay. What I'm doing, Kall, is I'm looking at recent form and the teams that have stopped us winning, and I'm comparing it with others. Burnley, Man U beat Burnley, Man U beat Southampton.
Recent form.
We let both of those teams beat us. Do you get what I'm saying? West Brom, fair enough, earlier on in the season they did well against Man City, but recently they've even got smacked by Arsenal. Yeah, we let them come and get a draw at Anfield. Like Brighton, like I'm looking at the teams and I'm like, if we are going to lose to teams like that and we're going to drop points to teams like that, I have no confidence, none whatsoever, sitting here to say we're going to go and beat whoever the next team is we've got after City. And when I actually looked at the fixtures today, I can't believe I've forgotten. But I looked at our fixtures, and fair enough, it's easier than City's, for example. City have quite a hard run after we play them. But I can't sit here and go, oh yeah, well, we'll win that one and we'll win that one because we just lost to Brighton.
I hear that, Drew. I hear that. I think, for me, I don't think I'm worried about top 4 yet. And that's not me saying it's a guarantee we're going to get. I'm just saying I'm not worried about it yet. And the reason I'm not is because the teams around us, they're not that consistent either. Like, if there was 2 other teams, like, apart from City, no other teams consistent. Like, Man United just lost to Sheffield United the other day. Like, and there's a fair argument to say, had Southampton not got player sent off, that could have been a very different game as well. So no team apart from City has been that. They haven't been reliable. You couldn't go into every single game and be like, yeah, that team's definitely going to win. Whereas in previous seasons, you kind of could. Therefore, I'm not worried yet, but I'm not saying it's a formality. We'll get top 4. It'll be we'll have to play well. We'll have to improve what we're doing on that. But I think we can do that. Yeah, we are.
No, not ability-wise, based on this season. Are we capable of doing that?
I'm going to be honest, Drift. I'm going to cling on to the hope that Kabak and Davies coming in will give us a little bit more solidity in defence and give us Matt, really quick, and then just give us the chance to play players like Henderson in a dream scenario for Fabinho in centre midfield.
I was going to say, Jiff, did you actually ask what are we capable of getting top 4, you mean? Is that what you just said to Kall? Or...
Yeah, not based on the ability of the individual players we have, just when you look at this season and how poor we've been in the last 6 weeks.
Obviously, if you're going by form, you might be like, nah. But then, see, again, like, I know it's a bit... Form is temporary, don't it? Because you can switch on form at any time. It's just whether Liverpool can be consistent. That's how I know my little tangent, like, a couple of shows ago. I was like, Liverpool being inconsistent, like, all season, like, for various reasons. I remember when we lost the game, you were like, nah, Klopp has lots to answer for. I was like, true, but I was like, there's other factors as well. And you just look at us, bro, we've been inconsistent for a minute. I think there's a lot of things going on in the club that maybe hasn't been said. But I think if you deep it, the players, in my opinion, should be able to turn it around at least to, you know what I mean, be in the top 4. Me personally, I'll be shocked if we don't make top 4, even with the injuries that we have. And I get it, it's been a silly season. Injuries, VAR, all of that stuff, it's been mad. But I think you look at the players that we have, and even though you're not just going to go by name, you're going to go by quality of the players we have at our disposal. And even though they may not be playing at their highest level because of confidence, I'm hoping that confidence does come back in it, and then that they can kind of push that one last push to the finishing line. So me personally, even though I know we've been very, very poor, I still will be shocked if we don't make top 4. I will be shocked. Because even though, again, with all the madness, I'd be like, but what? Like, I know we had injuries, but everyone else, as Kall said, has been inconsistent. Not everyone else has been going on runs and that. Other than Man City recently, no one else has really been on a run, so to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's been beatable. So, yeah.
There's just 2 quick things I'll say to that because I don't want to dwell on it too much. The first thing is, I would have thought confidence would have been back after back-to-back wins against Tottenham and West Ham, but it wasn't. We lost to Brighton. So I don't know what this confidence thing is even about, to be honest. And secondly, can we just take a moment to realise that we're talking about top 4?
No, I know.
No, but we know that, though.
4.
Yeah. Drift, should I say the reason why I say confidence, though, to go back to that, yeah? I say confidence because even though you won the 2 games, the squad has still been decimated. Remember, they won those games because we're Liverpool and we're that good. We're just that good anyway. But confidence is key when it comes to putting in consistent results, bro. That's why I say that. If you're confident and you feel like you're kind of untouchable, a lot of the times you can win that game because of your aura. Like, the aura you have, like being a champion and going on these winning runs. Teams kind of fold before they even play you. But because the confidence ain't there, they've seen our lead centre-back just drop. They've seen the other 2 drop. A lot of teams are looking at us thinking we can get at them. And because we've been got at, we haven't got that same aura no more. 100%. We won't have that same aura till next season. Like, no word of a lie. It's just whether the players can garner themselves and go, yeah, do you know what? We can still do this thing and let's get to the end of the season. Because if not, the wheels will fall off. But I think they can still do it. They should be able to do it.
LFC Aaron, I actually didn't. I managed to write down your first super chat before it disappeared off the screen. So you were saying that I think you said between 1986 and 1991, John Barnes was brilliant and he was your favorite player. But you now think that you didn't think another player would surpass him as a winger, but you now think that Mane could potentially be that guy. Mane's the only one that comes close to Barnes in terms of football, if you ask me.
As a left winger, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, as a left winger.
Agreed.
Joe K, just to clarify, I think we'll get top 4, but I don't think we can say at this minute we will do so convincingly. Love to all Kopish family. Yeah, I agree with that. I think will teeter over the line, which is
indeed.
It's not ideal. Not ideal.
Over.
We'll be 13 points off the top after Sunday. Madness.
Speaking of Sunday, Drift, how are you watching the game on Sunday?
I'm going to be watching it on DAZN through my StreamLocator, bro.
Oh, what? What's StreamLocator, Drift?
Yeah, bro. It's a beautiful little device that if you hit the link in the description, it will take you to, that allows you to go into different locations around the world, and that allows you to watch DAZN Canada, for an example. And if you tune into DAZN Canada, you can watch every single EPL game live and exclusive. And not only that, if you do miss it and you're out and about, I mean, you shouldn't really be out and about right now, actually. But if you are out and about, it's got the full game replay waiting for you when you get home.
So basically what Drifty's saying is go and get yourself this device, sign up to StreamLocator. You can't travel at the moment, but you can be in Canada when you're in England. Just sign up to StreamLocator. Make sure the fans you're on, we love it. Gonna bring in the next caller. Scoop, how you doing, Scoop?
Hey, I'm good. What's up, Kop-ish? All good?
What's going on, bro?
Silk do-rag. Okay.
That's it, the do-rag is out.
Lockdown treating you good, I see. All right. I see you.
And the wave watch, yeah.
How you doing, bro?
So I guess what I wanted to ask you guys is with the Lionel Messi situation coming out recently, I think it was announced he's on over 4 years he'll earn about 555 million.
Yeah.
And Barcelona about 1.2 billion in debt. And it kind of got me thinking about how I thought in the summer they should have sold Messi, because for me it's one of them ones where if you've got an ambition and you've kind of hit your financial ceiling and you can't get to where you want to get to, that's a sign that you need to just rethink your whole, you need to rethink your whole strategy. Kind of similar to what Arsenal should have done with Mesut Ozil before they gave him the 350k contract. And what that kind of got me thinking is what you guys think are the dumbest decisions a club has done. So I've got about a short list of 5. Gonna read them out for you.
That looks like a big piece of paper, bro. That looks like more than 5.
It's quite fat thin, don't worry. All right. So that literally, it just got me thinking, and I think these 5 are worse than what Barcelona have done recently. And I guess it'll be up to you guys to decide which one is the absolute dumbest decision. So in at number 1, to keep the Barcelona theme, is Rivaldo. Long story short, just after he did a massacre with Brazil in the World Cup in 2002, Barcelona cut off his contract, so he had 1 year left. That would have been a perfect time to cash in, but I don't want to ramble on too long because I know you guys have got loads of people to come on after me. But he previously had a beef with Louis van Gaal, and then he came back as manager, and LVG was like, "No, I'm not having this." So they vetoed his contract, and he left with 1 year to run on the contract. His replacement, Juan Román Riquelme, was put on the left wing. Yep, Callum's face does it all. He sucked. And basically, long story short, Barcelona were battling relegation for like the first half of the season. Louis van Gaal got sacked. Barca did recover after he got sacked, but they only came sixth in the end of that season. And Riquelme then went on loan to Villarreal for 2 years before they eventually got, I think it was less than 10 million for him in the end.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. Second one is Atletico Madrid. They in 1992 they locked off their youth academy. So like they completely disbanded it.
Yeah.
And that meant that a very young Raul went over to Real Madrid, made his debut 2 years after, and I think in his second ever game scored against Atletico Madrid, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Boy.
In at number 3, Leeds United, because it's based in the UK, you guys should already know about this.
Yeah.
They hedged their bets on the Champions League after qualifying in 2000. And at first it seemed like an amazing decision. You know, they got to the semis of the Champions League. But this was back when the Champions League spots in the Premier League were only afforded to 3 teams.
Yeah.
And as you guys will all know, they came 4th behind us on the last day of the season.
Yeah.
And then they tried to go again the following year. And this was when the Premier League, it was a top 5 back then. So, you know, your usual Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Leeds, and Chelsea.
Yeah.
But this particular season, following season, that's when Newcastle made it a top 6. And they finished 4th ahead of Leeds and 5th. And after that, that's when like things just went pear-shaped for Leeds, you know. Got bankrupt, nearly went out of business. And it's taken them about 20 years to get back to where they are.
Yeah.
In at number 4, this one make you laugh. After Blackburn won the Premier League title in 1995, Kenny Dalglish wanted to sign a certain Zinedine Zidane. So he wasn't quite like internationally known, but he was on his way there anyway. And the owner of Blackburn said that, why do we want Zinedine Zidane when we've got Tim Sherwood?
Good old Tim, mate.
And obviously, a couple years later, they got relegated. So who knows how things would have been if they got Zidane? You know, imagine Zidane and prime Alan Shearer linking up. That would have been absolute madness. And yeah, they pulled it up in it. And number 5, have you heard of a player, or do you remember the player? Bloody hell, I forgot his name actually. Francesco Coco.
Yes. Hold on, Francesco Coco, the Inter Milan left back.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll put this on Matt then. Do you remember how he got to Inter Milan?
I can't remember how he got there. No.
Right. So he was primed to be the new Paolo Maldini, and he was at AC Milan originally.
Yeah.
And then couple injuries. Long story short, he's kind of a playboy kind of character, so he didn't look after himself. So somehow, AC Milan got in contact with Inter Milan to swap Seedorf for Coco. And obviously, we know that Seedorf is one of the biggest legends of all time for AC Milan.
Easy.
Coco, he retired at the age of 30 in 2007 when Seedorf was arguably the best player in the Champions League that year.
Yeah.
And he recently ended up in the Italian version of Love Island.
Wow.
Now that Coco was dead, bro. Oh my days. Yeah, madness. Man said I didn't even realize that for Seedorf.
Scoop, we're gonna have to make a decision on some of these ones. I don't even know how we're gonna make a decision because some of those are crazy.
You know what?
We'll come up with our own as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's tough.
Definitely.
That is tough. Out of all of them. Do you know how hard that is?
Yeah.
Literally. But Scoop, as always, is a pleasure, bruv. The knowledge always on point as well, even in the comments.
Appreciate it, man.
Football knowledge is second to none,
Yeah,
bro.
we'll catch up, my bro.
No problem. Take care, guys.
You too,
Take
brother.
care, bro. Take care, man.
Boys, that is a lot of
That is
information
tough.
to unpack.
Let me just quickly shout out to and Mandy, who's left a super chat, and also Finn, who's just become a YouTube member of ours.
You got Finn.
All right, out of the 5 examples he gave us, which is the most ludicrous decision? Obviously, they're all terrible, but which is the worst?
You want to know what? I feel like the most ludicrous decision out of all of them, just on pure stupidity, is to get rid of your youth system. Now, for some reason, all those decisions you can kind of put a little bit of logic behind, even though it's a stupid thing like Rivaldo, cut Rivaldo, what?
Yeah.
Or you look at the situation with Zidane, although we didn't know he was going to be that. I'm guessing that was when he was at
Marseille.
No, not Marseille. Was that team beginning with a B that he played for?
Bordeaux.
Yeah, that was his Bordeaux days, right?
Bordeaux, yeah.
So that's hindsight. We didn't know Zidane was going to be that dude when he was at Bordeaux.
Over Sherwood, bruv.
No. But what I'm saying is, we didn't know he was going to be that dude. You get what I'm saying? So obviously but to get rid of your youth system, who does that? Like,
bro,
come
couldn't you have brought in Zidane even though you had Sherwood, bruv?
No, you could have, but nobody. No, bro. How many times have we heard he's going to be the new da-da-da? He's going to be the new da-da-da.
But Drift, you can still buy a man, and then you watch him in training, and within 3 seconds you'll know he's better than Sherwood, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough. But I'm just saying that one is still hindsight, and we all know hindsight is a bitch, right? Like, we know this. I'm just saying, to get rid of your whole youth system. Forget the fact
that is mad. Mad still.
That decision enabled Real Madrid to have arguably their biggest ever star. Let's keep it $150. There's not many people who are bigger star than Raul for Real Madrid. That's the. But to get rid of your youth system, what are you doing?
Hold on a sec. This is where it gets worse. I'm sorry, Scoop Football, who's just on, forgot to say Zidane was at Blackburn's training ground. No, Drift, that's the worst one.
It's true. That was at a training ground.
That's the worst one, bro.
That's peak.
But all you had to do was just pick up a ball and dash it as hard as you can at Zidane, and you see him control it with ease and then do something bad.
It's true.
You didn't
know what that is, though, isn't it?
Zidane would probably have his back to you, and you'd probably dash it.
No, but you know what? Without going too deep into it, foreign players were a little bit of a. Back then, no one really cared, did they?
It's Zidane, bro.
No, but that's not the point, bro. How many foreign players played in the Premier League at that time? Like, but
you have players like Ginola
played,
Ginola, Solano, Zola, Torrente Flo.
Not Blackburn winning the league days. Like,
that
was like what year did Blackburn win the Premier League?
No, but that era, bro. Zola and them man were in that era, you know.
No, but they weren't in the Prem yet, were they? Were they in the Prem at that time?
No, I think Zola and them man were there, innit?
I don't think Zola was. I think Ginola might.
But they were close, though. Ginola was, surely. If it's 1996.
I don't think when Blackburn won the league, you're really pushing me back.
No, not when they won the league. Not when they won the league. I think it was like a couple of years after that or whatever.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This is the point. Blackburn won the league. This is the summer after they won the league. This is what Scoop's saying. So it's 1996. Blackburn are champions. And foreign players weren't popular in the league that time, bro. Let's keep.
Hold on. If it's not, no. Tell a lie. No, you can't say that. I'll tell you why. If it's 96 or 95, that would mean the guy that nearly buzzed us up. Remember, Asprilla was there for Newcastle, bro, and he was Colombian.
No, what I'm not saying there were none in the league. I'm saying they weren't. It wasn't seen as that go-to thing that it then became more like in the north.
What about Poborski and Kenchalskis? Were they there?
Yeah, but them man weren't really all that.
Drift. Zinedine Zidane was at the training ground, Drift.
Yeah, let's not sleep on that one, bro.
listen, I'm not making excuses for it. I'm saying that was just how the trend was back then, isn't it?
No, I get you. But he's at the training ground, bro. So you've done
how
already.
many foreign managers were even in the league back then?
Bro, Kenny just won you a league and said, that's the man I want. Drift, do you know what it's like? Klopp just won the league and said, Thiago's the man I want. And the board turned around and said, no, you've got Ox. What would you say on the stream if that happened? What would you say, Drew?
I would say Seedorf for Coco's worth.
Bro,
we would get shut down.
No.
We would get shut down as a channel.
Seedorf for Coco actually might be worse if you really deep it as well, because at least Tim Sherwood went on to have a pretty respectable career. Coco, I even know who the dude is.
Zinedine Zidane went on to be one of the best ever, bro.
So did Seedorf, bro.
I get that. But Kenny was operating from a position of power, bro. He had him at the training ground, Drew.
It's true. He did.
No,
that's like when
Arsenal had Zlatan at their training ground. Shit happens, man.
Exactly. Look how much Arsenal gets ridiculed for stuff like that.
Yeah, and they come. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Instead, Arsenal let man like Shamak and all them man lead the line instead of Zlatan back.
Now you know what?
Christopher Ray in them, man. Then. Oh, love it. Love it.
Again.
I still think getting rid of your youth system is worse. I think that's how are you supposed to be a self-sustaining model if you get rid of your youth system?
I hear that. No, it's bad, but
no, true.
That's like getting rid of the foundations on your yard because you need it to make money for something, and you're like, I will be all right. We're never gonna have a hurricane. Are you sure?
No, I hear that. I hear that, Drip. I do hear that, but you know, you can reinstate your youth system. They did it, and they brought through Torres.
But your house might blow down before you put the foundations back.
No, you're right. And obviously, they lost out on Raul because of that. But Zinedine Zidane, bro. Like, Atletico Madrid, they still had great strikers.
Yeah, you can never let that one go.
Coco sounds worse than Sherwood for Zidane. I do. I'm not going to lie.
Blackburn are in which league now? Championship with Harvey Elliott. They could have had Zidane, Shearer, and them, man, bro. Harvey Elliott is a player we've loaned to him at the age of 17. Is arguably their best player this season.
Yeah.
They had Zidane sitting in the room, bro.
Yeah.
And the man said, no, we've got Tim Sherwood. Thank you, Mr. Zidane. We'll see you some other time. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Ace in Industry, United picks Lindelof over VVD after talks. Barca, Etu. Yeah. Lindelof.
That Barcelona Etu was a bit of a madness. No, actually, do you know what? Even though I love Etu to bits, Zlatan going the other way did kind of make sense if you look at the ability to play. I get why they maybe thought about doing it. I do.
Didn't Barca still won the league that season as well, though, right? When they had Zlatan. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You can't say it was a complete flop.
He wasn't. He scored in all competitions. I think he got 23 goals.
But the only thing is, the only reason it looks bad is because Etu went on and won the treble with Inter.
Yeah, of course.
But Zlatan wasn't a flop at Barca.
He won a flop. He
was only there for one season, right?
He just didn't go with Pep either. Scoring 20 plus goals in all comps ain't bad either. It's just like he didn't get on with Pep in it, and he wanted to play central, and Pep was like, "No, it's messy."
Yeah,
and we know how that ended.
Sulav LFC lead for me took 20 plus years to recover. That's a good shout as well. That is a good shout.
Someone says, sorry, someone in the chat goes, Etu was clear of Zlatan. Maybe as a pure goal scorer, yes, but in terms of as an overall player,
depends on the type of play you wanted. But one wasn't clear of the other. They're both
I wouldn't say it was clear. I wouldn't say clear personally.
This is a bad one.
Well,
weren't we supposed to get David B instead of Robbie Keane in 09?
Yeah. Weren't we supposed to get David Silva as well at one point? Them man there, you know.
Oh boy, we're gonna bring on our next caller. Big Bucks, can you hear us? Big Bucks? We can't hear you, Big Bucks.
Gonna have to move you on if you're not there, bro.
Big Bucks.
Big Bucks, you there, fam?
Gonna give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Big Bucks. Get our next caller on. Jamal, can you hear us, Jamal?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Hey guys.
How you doing? How you doing?
Man?
Yeah, man. Guys, you know I have to love that Shabba song because I'm from the Caribbean as well. Big up to that song.
He's a Shabba.
When you was talking about the first touch, you guys didn't mention Lukaku. Where's Lukaku in that talk? But now, guys, my questions are I want to ask 2 questions, guys. Drifty, you answered, you said Karius, but guys, I don't think you guys forgot to answer my question from last week, which was the Liverpool player you hate. And I'm gonna say it's Moreno, but I'm just gonna go on a little rant about Moreno. Moreno is the most clueless defender I have ever seen. This guy, guys, you might think I hate him, but I have never seen a brainless defender like Moreno. He gives me nightmares. I'm sorry. And don't talk about when he plays for Sevilla. I mean, this guy, every time we played Sevilla, I used to think it was an inside job. So, yeah. So, yeah, that question, guys, for Matt and Callum. And my old question for you guys is, guys, is it just me or I find like rival fans hate Liverpool the most? Like, I was listening to some rival fans and they said this was the worst title defense ever. Are we going to forget Leicester title defense? Are we going to forget Pep Guardiola title defense last season? Or even Chelsea? Yeah, Chelsea. So,
Man U underneath Moyes.
Yeah, that too. But guys, I don't know if it's just because I support Liverpool, but I find rival fans come for us hard. They come for us hard. I just think we're the most hated club in the world. I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. So yeah, man, that's my 2 questions.
Thank you very much, Jamal.
Big up, bro.
Big up, bro.
Big up, man.
Come back.
You lot got to do your hated one, and then we'll get into the rivals hating.
Yeah. Most hated Liverpool player.
Drift's gonna hate me.
I know who it is, bro.
Who couldn't I really stand? It really got on my nerves, and I couldn't watch it. I just couldn't. Moreno's up there, but do you know who I really couldn't stand? I know Paul Konchesky, you know. I don't. No. The man was dead.
It wasn't his fault, though.
No, bro. My man came from. Where did we get him from? Fulham at the time.
Fulham, yeah, Fulham.
Bro, I'm sorry. What was Roy Hodgson thinking? I know Moreno was bad, but Paul Konchesky, bruh, the man might as well have been. Shout out all you guys that play the Hitman. Remember the Hitman game, Hitman, even the one that's been re-released. He's that guy, but except for he don't know how to use the tools that's been given to him. It's like man's got all these tools and he just don't know what to do. How he was a football player, I genuinely don't know. Paul Konchesky was a left back that played for Liverpool. I don't understand it. I will never get it.
Why was it not his fault, Cal, by the way?
Bro, he's frustrated. He's so dead.
Because with all due respect to the guy, he should never have been playing at our level. Moreno should have been playing at our level.
No, all right. Let me just ask you this quickly. Let's not go on a tangent, but do you not feel there's also a responsibility within the player himself that if the move is going to be too big for his said ability, that he should maybe consider not doing it just based on just being realistic? Like if I said to you, look, right, there's a millionaire and he wants to pay us £100 million right now to build a brand new hotel. And we looked at just the money that we're going to get for it and be like, we want the money. How are we supposed to build a hotel? We don't know how to build a hotel. What are we supposed to do?
100 mil, though.
but we don't know how to build a hotel. Bro, certain times you can turn around and be like, you know what, I'd love to take that money for hands. I'm not good enough for that job. Get somebody else.
100 mil,
Bro, I don't know how to build a hotel, bro. Like,
you would have, bro. You pay someone to build it for you with 100 mil, bro.
Yeah, but that'll probably cost you more than 100 mil, bro. So what's the point doing it?
Yeah, well, I suppose 100 mil. That's tempting, bro.
Maybe you should have turned around and just said, "That's not my level. That's not my level. I'm gonna stay where I'm coming. That's not my level." Like, come on, bro. How many meters can you lot swim? I'm just gonna say Matt can only swim 10 meters. That's like Matt's only got his 10 meter certificate, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, Matt, you know what? We're in a race against, I don't know, the champions of South London.
I know.
It's a 50 meter swimming pool. Fam, I'm gonna make you do the last leg, yeah. But if Matt doesn't turn around and say to me, big man, I've only got my 10 meters, you know, bro. No, real talk, bro. I've only got my 10 meters.
Man's got the badge stitched onto his
Bro, you gotta let me know you've only got your 10 meters, bro. What are you saying? You ain't got stamina for 25. You ain't even got a stamina for 25. This is a 50-meter pool, bro.
Nah, I hear that.
Just quickly as well. I think there's been worse than Konchesky.
I was gonna say a few honourable mentions. Diouf. Don't get me started with Diouf. Voronin, because he was basically Shawn Michaels. He wasn't a football player. Let's be real.
I didn't hate him though.
Yeah.
No, not hate, but I'm just giving some honourable mentions. No, do you know one person? I won't say hate, but I couldn't stand him. Aspaz, especially after that corner. Dare I say, after that corner, I actually hated him. Like I hated him. Like the build-up was there. It was all set for you. The moment where you're like, he's going to take that corner, Liverpool going to get an equaliser. Bro, my man done the worst corner in Premier League history.
Well, to be honest, he'd fit right in at the moment with the way we're taking corners.
Nah, bro, this was like when you're a kid and you're playing with a size 5 football, bro, you don't want to
no, you know what? I'll be honest with you. For a short while, probably about a year and a half, it was Fernando Torres. I felt
you hated him.
I felt like what his brother must have felt like just devastation on a different level.
Aspaz was dead for us, you know.
I cannot believe you did that to me. And I had Matt in my ear trying to convince me Andy Carroll was gonna work and all this stuff. I was just like,
I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth.
Bro, don't
put words in my mouth. What did I say? I phoned you and was like, this is the blueprint. Remember I said I got inside information. It's going to be Downing and Carroll. We've just lost Torres. It's the best thing we can hope for. It has to work. That was what I was saying. It's not like I was saying, well, Andy Carroll's going to bust up, you know, bro. He's going to be the king.
No, but you said, I can see it working, you know, bro.
Bro, that was more hope. That was hope. Come on, bro. We went back to the old school 4-4. Listen, don't get me started. We were old school.
For me,
pulling strings.
I was actually gonna say Lovren, but Q this 662 and a few other people have mentioned this person. Hold on, Drift. Did you think I was gonna say Origi, by the way?
No, I knew you were gonna say Lovren.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lovren should have been that guy. Lovren should have come in and been what Virgil has been. Like that's and in his mind, in Lovren's mind, he was that guy. In his own mind. That was the problem.
In Brendan's own mind.
No, it was more because even Brendan started to drop him a couple times. Brendan
was the one that kind of said he's the new Carragher. Remember, Brendan was the one.
No, but that's when we signed him. But then Brendan dropped him a couple times.
No, Brendan dropped him after he got dropped by Balassi. After Lovren got dropped by Balassi, Brendan was like, "Well, you know, he's a incredible young man, but with DAZN, it's more of a case of, you know, you look at the profile of the player."
Man, you've gone Jamaican there.
Bruv, let me just do my thing, bruv. Come on, man. You do your impression. Go on. You do your impression. Let me do my thing, bruv.
I know Irish people will throw in a tree or a thing when they're talking, but bruv, you just went full Jamaican.
Bruv, just let me finish. Man, just come and spoil the thing, you know.
No,
I'll wait for your impression next, Drift. Go on.
Brendan Marley, yeah.
It is
It's
Brendan
definitely-
Marley on this show. It's Friday Night Vibe. Brendan Marley.
It's definitely Jeff for me. Definitely Jeff.
Yeah, spitting and all that. Hold
And
on.
it's not even just that as well. It's since he's left the club, he's been trying to go after Gerrard and Carragher. Like, man,
Yeah.
scum, man.
Do you know someone else? And this is for different reasons. Do you remember when the goalkeeper was it Itangi that was laughing at the Hillsborough team? Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can do one, bro. He can do one, bro.
Drift, is yours still Carrius?
Yeah, he ruined the whole year of my life.
All right, we know. Well, I'm not.
Did he though? Did he?
No, Matt. Dinesh. Rival fans say Liverpool have not won the league for 30 years, but the Premier League started in 1994, so it's 26 years. Special Chelsea fans, they won it in 1955, then 2005. That's 55 years or 50 years. But yeah, this is what I've been screaming. Apart from Man United, maybe Arsenal, I don't actually think other clubs, their longest run between winning the league title is longer than ours.
No, all of them are longer than ours, bro.
No, I don't think Man United. I don't think Man United is.
It is, bro. Everyone's got a longer between titles run than us. Everybody has.
I think Man United are the only ones that haven't, Drew. I think it's 27 years.
I saw a stat that said even Man U's is longer than 30 years.
I think it was 27 years. I'm gonna get the next caller in.
No, we haven't answered the other question, bro.
What's the other? Why we're the most hated?
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Do you know why I think we're the most hated?
Winner.
Yeah.
No, it's not even just about being
No,
successful.
it is.
We did it properly.
No.
No one,
Well, yeah.
all the other teams. No. Man United had it inside into the Premier League being developed, and it allowed them to have their stadium bigger. They're more prepared for it. Not going to go into it. That's just how it is. It's cheating without cheating. Man City, cheating, cheat code, put all the money in you want before you play football.
They've got no history, Man City, have they?
Chelsea, put all the money in before you want to play the game, cheat mode. And Arsenal, I think it's the fans being super cocky why people hate Arsenal. If you take away the fans, Arsenal don't really have anything about the club that you could really hate. Like, they're not a hateable club. I think it's the fans.
No, not over history.
Like Arsenal.
In recent times, I think they sacked their mascot, bro. In a pandemic.
Like, for real.
Yeah. By the way, 41 years for Man United. I'm telling you, we've got the shortest stint, bro.
Apologies. Yusuf, how you doing, bro?
Not bad, boys. Not bad, man. Kall, your throat's not going to be thanking you tomorrow morning, you know.
No, it's not thanking you now. That's why I stopped. I'm struggling. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, man. So I was also going to just go back to that super chat that mentioned the two teams, like that team and who would win. And I was looking at the front three, and obviously Torres, Fowler, Suarez that's one of the coldest front threes you can think of. But actually, I think maybe because he was actually playing in the shadow of our main man at the time, I think a lot of people, like, maybe this might be controversial, but maybe instead of Torres, you could be putting Sturridge in there, I'm thinking. Because Sturridge, when he was in that 2013-14 season, I think he might have been better than Torres, you know. What do you think? Injuries messed him up, obviously, after that. But
yeah.
In that season.
No, you know what? You've got a point, because whenever people say we're a one-man team, I always say to them, do not sleep on how Sturridge contributed that season. Some of his goals and his play and his overall link up or whatever was sensational. Sensational. He's probably the best naturally gifted finishing striker that England has had since, like, a Robbie Fowler era. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was on another level. Without the injuries, Daniel Sturridge would be now to England what Harry Kane is. Like, he would be the one everyone will be all like, is he fit and rare and all that crap. So, you know what? You could have a point. I'm not even gonna lie.
And you know, deep Sturridge in that season, I think it was 23 goals. And
21.
These days, 21. All right. Well, and these days in these seasons, like, the Golden Boot winners are around 21 and 22. Yeah. So, you know, we had 2 Golden Boot winners that year, basically. Like, theoretically.
That is true. That's true. Yeah.
Which is mental. But anyways, I was gonna ask, like, do you think this is our lowest point under Klopp? I mean, it really isn't our lowest in terms of league position, but like in terms of relative to our expectations of the team, this is our lowest point under Klopp. And if not, what are like other massive low points? And like, have you doubted Klopp during his time here? And like, what was the point at which you were most like doubtful or like most feeling low about things? You know, since he's been here, I was just wondering.
Good answer. Now, you said we're going to let you go, but fantastic questions, honestly. Did you have any other questions?
Yeah, you know what? Add highest point to that. Add highest point to that as well.
Highest as well.
Okay,
so
cool.
Yeah, lowest and highest point on the clock. Take care, boys.
You too, brother.
Take care, bro.
Tough question. Yusuf came with some fantastic questions.
Yeah. So,
do you remember when we got knocked out the FA Cup to West Brom, lads?
What, at home when we lost 3-2?
That was pretty low, man.
Do you remember when we lost the Europa League final when we actually scored first? When Daniel Sturridge scores that absolute banger, and then Moreno decides to reveal his true colours. And you know what it was, Kall? You know, I think it's in WCW. I can't remember who it was. Someone switched in the NWA. They went from, I think it was from red to white. But they just took off the T. And they were just like, oh my gosh, he's going.
I think it was Sting.
It was Sting.
No, but it was worse than that. Do you not remember when Shawn Michaels switching music Marty Jannetty through the barber's window?
Yeah. My lowest point was probably the Europa League final, because I just remember like if we had won that game, we'd have got fast tracked into the Champions League as well.
Yeah,
like we could have got, let's say for example, we could have got Genie Mane and another top player that summer.
Yeah, but maybe I always say hindsight. Do you remember in the post-match interview when Klopp said we will be back and we will look back on this in a few years' time and we will see this as the reason why we did what we did, and he done it, you lot. And I think Mane over Götze is always going to be the thing where I don't really look at the Europa League that bad.
But do you know what it is? When at the same run where Lovren scored a great goal against Borussia Dortmund, it was the same run where Emre Can was doing bits. Bro, you know when it kind of...
where we probably would have won if Origi didn't get assassinated in Everton.
Yeah, bro, I'll tell you something from now. That run that we was on, and because of the Dortmund game, I think it made every Liverpool fan think we're gonna win it. That run that we went on was so sensational. I didn't think nothing other than a win, even though I knew Sevilla were absolutely amazing and they've always been great in that competition. I generally felt like, no, we've got this. But another one that really hurt me, which you kind of already know about, is the 17-18 Champions League final for two reasons. Salah was having the season of his life and got decimated by Ramos. And then Karius decided, I don't want to go too much into it, but let's just say Karius.
He ruined the year of Drifty's life.
I think he ruined every Liverpool fan's life, if I'm being genuinely honest, bro. Like,
and then man tried to do the cry me a river. Fuck off, man.
All right, just don't. Let's leave Karius. We'll forget about Karius. I don't want to set Drifty off. Why do you say that, Matt, man? I want to set
because but hold on. Man,
but you mentioned his name. You mentioned his name, bruv.
All right, the goalkeeper that had blonde hair.
3 times.
All right, the goalkeeper that had blonde hair. Then, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, it was.
You know what? You got a good point there, Matt. And one of the things that I do love about us winning it the following year, we just need to take a moment to just realize Mo Salah deserved that final more than anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
More than anybody, he had his Champions League dreams ripped from him for no reason.
We were destined. Should I tell you what we were destined to win? Do you know what it was for me? When we beat City and Salah done that celebration where he just done the whole thing where he just stood there. Bro, you know, like that gave me chills when he scored that goal, you know? That was the moment where I was like, we're winning the Champions League. There's nothing stopping. Real Madrid, they're sick. Salah's on a different team. And then when Ramos, bro, you know what it is, yeah? Every time I've even seen it over and over again, I look at not how many times, but like you've seen like whether it's highlights, whatever. Yeah, Ramos knew exactly what he was doing. I'm not trying to say Ramos. I'm not saying Ramos said I'm going to break his arm, but Ramos said I'm going to stay on him and make sure I pin him down so he can't get up and hurt him. He's that type of player.
Oh, have you seen what Ramos does in El Clasico? He's actually out to kill a man, bro.
But this is what I mean. See Ramos, yeah.
Natural born pussy.
I hate Ramos, but he's one of them defenders that will do anything to win a game. He's borderline like Luis Suarez. Now, some people say that's a bit harsh because I know Suarez has done worse. Suarez is like bit people. That's not even football. Like that's a different thing, isn't it? That's not football. Like,
you can't even do that in MMA. You can't even bite.
You can't bite a man. But you see, in terms of like them grey areas or just going like that extra mile, bro, Ramos has always been that guy, man. He always has been. He's one of them people that I think, as a football fan, you hate him, but at the same time, in a weird way, not respect him, but you kind of have to be like, look what my man's won, regardless of his dirty plays and whatever. And you got to look at what he's brought to the table. And I can't stand him, but at the same time, I think Ramos, innit, he's a dickhead. But like, I wish, like, I don't know, maybe that if that dickhead was on my team, I might feel a bit better, innit. But I don't know, man.
Shout out to Darth Drifty. He's always giving me jokes in the comments as usual. For me, my lowest point was that Europa League. My highest point was the Premier League win.
Oh yeah, of course. That's
that was
100%. Yeah.
And I saw Henderson do the shuffle.
You're not gonna think I'm crazy, but maybe not. Because we kind of knew we'd already won the Premier League with such a long way to go. I'd actually say my highest point is still the 18-19 Champions League win.
No, that's really over the Premier.
No, I respect that.
Yeah. Because I feel like we got a long time to get used to realizing we'd actually won the league. And even though I wanted the league more than I wanted the Champions League for what the trophy's worth, I think as a standalone moment of euphoria, for me, the Champions League final is still the biggest moment we've had.
Yeah, do you know what it is, Drift? When we was watching the game for the Champions League final, yeah, that feeling of winning that first like major trophy under
you can't bottle that. You can't buy that.
And just seeing like, do you know what it is? That was the turning point, because when you lose the Carling Cup final, remember we lost to City in the final, we lost to Sevilla. You kind of start to have doubts, because even though we believe in Klopp, you start thinking, Rala, this man keeps losing finals. Like, is it Klopp now? Because like, is there a reason why he keeps losing finals? And then when it clicked, when it finally happened, and Divock Origi sealed it, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that energy. Come on, bro. Man said Divock. Come on, man. Divock Origi. Yeah, when he scored the winner and clutched it, he settled the thing. Yeah, the emotions that was going through everybody. Yeah, it was peak. I can't even lie. And that just set everything in motion. That was because when you saw Henderson just like start crying, Van Dijk just like dropped to the ground, kind of thing. Just everything about that, like, just started off that whole Liverpool train. Like,
don't watch the 6 minutes of Klopp after the final whistle.
But do you know why there's
still bring goosebumps to you, bro?
But do you want to know why I think the 17-18 is the most hopeful again? And not because of carries, it's because for me, that should have been the starting point, except for we had to start a year later. Because I think if Salah was fit, we beat Real Madrid, and that trophy would have started from then, and we would have done back-to-back Champions League. I have no doubt about that. I fully think Salah, you're destroying Real Madrid. I'm sorry, you are.
Salah's fit, we win that game. I don't care.
This is a mode that everything he done, he couldn't be stopped.
Yeah,
couldn't be stopped. Look what he done to the goalkeeper that we eventually signed. Look what he done to Alisson. My word!
Destroyed him,
bro.
Our last caller of the evening, M to the O. Can you hear us, bro?
You're mute, bro.
Oh, what's going on? Can you lot hear me?
Yeah, we're here now. What's going on, bro?
What's going on? You lot good, yeah?
Yeah,
bless, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, all good. Firstly, I just want to say to Matt, you know what? Honestly, after watching the game yesterday, I'm so torn, between Kate is obviously so injury prone. I want him. We need to sell him. But the thing is, right, is that he's the exact player we need. He's the exact player we need in the midfield. It's so annoying. the worst feeling ever. Just seeing the guy.
I hear you. Trust me, I hear you.
Do you know what I wanted to say? Right. You know, when you think about Son, a lot of people say he'd score more goals if he was in a better suited team. Like Mourinho's negative football, is the reason why he doesn't get all these chances and get all these goals, right? Would we all agree on that? Yeah. So my thing is, right, and I've been trying to explain this for time, because whenever I say it, people are like, oh, you just back Mo Salah all the time. Like, all you do is like just stick up for him. My point is, lately, like, we're not creating that many chances for Salah. So he's getting, like, yesterday, you look at yesterday, everyone, fair enough, he missed a couple of chances. The only reason why those 2 chances are highlighted is because nobody else had a single chance. That's true. That's true. Do you know what's crazy? We hype up Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo. You ever watch these guys play? They get like 60 chances a game. Like they don't bury every single chance. Like against West Ham, can you name me any clear-cut chances Salah had other than the 2 that he buried? Like, we're not creating the chances for the players, but then equally, like, I've seen people say yesterday the reason we lost is because Salah missed those 2 chances, and I'm like, well, how have you come to that conclusion when you're asking a player to be perfect? Like, I banter Tottenham fans regularly saying all you do is create 2 chances for Son and Kane every game, and you ask them to score every single time. I don't know. I just wanted your lot's opinion on that.
Sorry, Aeon said I blame Adrian for everything. Bit harsh. You know what? You raised some very good points. To be honest, it's hard to argue with those points. Like, you're right. The one thing I would say though is Salah effectively is our main goal getter. So you kind of need him to get one or two of those goals. You kind of need him to, but at the same time, you're right. He shouldn't be the only one. He shouldn't. It's facts. He should, like, Bobby should have had chances in that game. Shaqiri should have, and then when Origi come on, he should have. When Ott come on, he had one shot.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, and I just think, you know, like, people talk about how poor supposedly he's been this season, right? And how it's affected our form and whatnot. Like, the guy's barely had any chances created for him, and he's top goal scorer in the league. Like, people might look at how wastefully he is, but you have to think about how many chances he actually does put away in a team that isn't creating that many chances. Like, without him, people forget we'd be like in the bottom half of the table.
We'd be mid-table.
Yeah.
We'd be mid-table.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I don't want to take up any more time. I know it's been a
No,
long
I
stream
appreciate
and whatnot.
it,
but yeah, no, it's been good. And when you get a chance, check out those quotes that I sent you as well, because some of the stuff between the correlation, like I was saying last week when I called in, correlation between Dortmund then and Liverpool now is crazy.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that on the Monday show. I did see you send those to me, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, cool. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we'll
Take care of
discuss
yourself,
that.
guys.
Take care, bro.
You too, brother.
Peace, man.
Take care, man.
I think M to the O made some fantastic points, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that our best goal scorer isn't prolific, even though that sounds stupid when he's got double figures, 20+ goals for like 4 years in a row. You would still say he's not prolific in the way of, he's not clinical enough to kind of just have one chance, one goal kind of thing. And I think that's what does mess us up a lot.
Really sorry to cut you though, Drift. Are we being too harsh? Because when we think of, when I think of clinical players, I think of Messi, Ronaldo, Kane, Lewandowski, right? And I'll add Son to that for this season. But bro, like, those are 5 world-class players, 2 of which are arguably the greatest of all time, one of which is Lewandowski, who's arguably the greatest number 9 of this generation. Harry Kane, who is is, in my opinion, been the best striker in the league for the last 5 seasons, probably more. And Son, who at the moment is highly efficient in front of goal. Are we being too harsh on players like Salah and even Mane? I won't say Bobby, because Bobby misses chances he shouldn't miss. There's no excuses for the chances he misses. But we're being harsh judging these players, because the 5 I've mentioned, Tope Bello said Vardy as well. But those 6 players are some of the most clinical players we've probably seen in the last 20 years.
No, yeah, you know what? Maybe we are. Maybe we are. Maybe Mo gets a lot of.
Sorry to cut you again. I keep on doing this. Sorry, I'm going to quickly read this super chat because I want to bring up this stat that someone just sent in. Dinesh Karai, Chelsea and the rest of the rival football fans in the Champions League. We are in with Real Madrid 13, Milan 7, Liverpool 6, Bayern 6, Barca 5. Then come back and talk to us when you get to our standard. They won't get to our standard. It's going to take
well
2
said,
minutes.
Well
Fantastic
said.
super chat.
Well said.
Find
out then, man.
Luke Elliott, Salah's conversion is 17%, is better than Son's conversion of 16%.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
So do you not are we being too harsh on Salah?
Yeah, maybe. But you know what it is, yeah?
I think he's a victim of that first season.
Here's my main problem, and maybe this is me being a bit old-fashioned. You know what I mean? Being a bit old in the bones and that, you know what I mean? Maybe the people who are still in their 20s will think a bit different to us, man, in their 30s. But I kind of feel like I just need my striker to be the guy who gets the most goals, and then I like everyone else to chip in around that. And I think with us having a winger who is our best goal scorer, he's asked to do things that you would normally ask of a striker, and maybe it is unfair on him. Maybe it is. Maybe it's very unfair on him. Maybe he's a victim of his own success in that regard. But if you become the team's best goal scorer, you're going to have to bear the brunt of the responsibility. So let me give you an example. I don't know how much people rate Pippo Inzaghi, yeah? At the time, I used to hate him. But now I can sit back and go, nah, the man was a G. But at the time, I hated him. Like, he always scored winning goals for Italy and Juve and all that crap. And I didn't like, it was always against Barcelona and teams I like growing up, yeah? But what I like about the situation with someone like that is, yeah, he ain't no Messi and all that. But you know what, bro? When you need a goal, he's that man who gets it. Do you get what I'm saying? And it was always important for every team he played for, regardless of what the situation was. And I feel like he missed one chance, one goal. Now, I know it's very harsh to make that comparison, as I said, but I think that's what my problem is with Salah is, because he's not a striker, he's allowed to not be a one chance, one goal player, because that's not what he's supposed to do. But by default, being our best striker, our best goal scorer, we need him to be that. And then he becomes a victim of this, like, well, the best chance fell to Salah and he missed it. And it's like, history would tell you, apart from strikers, that's going to happen all the time. That the guy who gets that one chance in a tight game, it has to be Van Nistelrooy. It has to be Christian Vieri. It has to be Pippo Inzaghi. It has to be Robbie Fowler. It has to be that Fernando Torres. It has to be that guy who can be sleeping for 90 minutes and in the 91st minute get one chance, score the goal. Salah's not that type of guy, and I think he is a victim of his own success in that, right? And I think we do put unfair pressure on him, but he kind of has to live with it. It is what it is, bro. If you're going to be Liverpool's best goal scorer, Liverpool are the best team in England, if you get the chance, you've got to score it, bro. You just have to. Like, it is what it is, man.
No, I hear that. Yeah. I do think as a fan base, we're very harsh on Salah. I do. But the points you made, I get as well, Drift. Like, he effectively is our goal getter. He effectively wants to be our goal getter. So sometimes he has to bear the brunt, but I think he's made to bear the brunt more often than he should be. The Brighton game was the most probably frustrating for me because we lost that game, and I think the 2 chances he had, they were pretty much sitters, in my opinion. So
like right now, you see the situation we're sitting in right now, yeah? I used to hate Closer, yeah? But what we'd give for someone like that right now, that against Brighton, he's just in the right place at the right time and just gets the equalizer or get. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Cavani.
Yeah, Cavani. Like, I know it seemed like I was being mad when I said it, but now wouldn't you look like a Cavani coming off?
No. Remember, me and Matt both said we wanted Cavani. We just knew it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
We just knew it wouldn't happen. But we both, I'd have snapped your hand off for Cavani, bro. Snapped your hand off for Cavani. Even a Giroud, bro. I'd take Giroud.
We needed a goal scorer. We just needed a goal scorer. Like,
you see the way we're whipping the ball in now? We used to laugh at Arsenal, about Giroud being their number one. Then when he became the backup, we realised, he's actually a great backup. But obviously the jokes were still running. But I'm not going to lie, the way we're just spamming crosses into the box right now, Giroud would be a double figures if he was a Liverpool player.
Eat it up.
He would.
DAZN Industries, Torres best conversion rate was 22.03, 13-14. Suarez was 17.13. Torres was operating at 22%.
Do you know the only thing I'll say about Suarez, not to defend him, but just say, is that why I think that's a bit down on what it would normally be.
He took mad risk.
Yeah, he was ridiculous. He just used to do things for the hell of it.
For real. For real.
Kopish watch along would be dope, and would improve the channel, attract more LFC family guys. Would you rather have Ben or Oz start on Sunday? Watch alongs, I'll be honest, I think Matt and Drifty have banned me from doing watch alongs because my record doing watch alongs is not very good. I'll have to go back.
We got to keep it real, At the situation we're in right now, is that me and Matt's setup, just keep being completely transparent, makes it quite difficult. For example, I am currently using StreamLocator, and I'm watching games live and direct from StreamLocator. Links in the description below, guys.
Well, this beautiful baby.
Make sure you check it out in the description, baby. And so to just be completely transparent, doing a watch along and using StreamLocator at the same time, plus being even more transparent with the missus in the other room on Netflix or on a laptop or doing whatever, giving me my time and my space because I'm a lunatic for 90 minutes. It's a lot of bandwidth, and it does make it very difficult to do a watch along. The stream, and I think Matt is in exactly the same situation as me. So that's just being completely transparent and just letting you in on the inside. It's very difficult for us to do the watch alongs based on the way that the system is. So trust me, we want to get to them. And when I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when we get to the point where we're in the studio, because that's the aspiration and we believe in ourselves, we will all be together in the studio. And trust me, watch alongs at that point will be every single game. It won't matter what, we will be there and it'll be the one. So watch alongs will be coming on a full-time basis, guys. Don't worry. You know what I mean? That's just to give you a little insight into why we're not doing the watch alongs at the moment.
Yeah, again, I'm able to do them because I'm able to go in the conservatory and shut myself away from the missus and the little one. But as you guys have seen in a few streams, little man's been able to sneak in and try and grab my apple juice and all that. But he's grounded.
The other part of the super chat about who I will start on Sunday, he's our centre back.
Come on. Guys, we're going to be speaking about that in more detail in our preview show tomorrow. So we're going to be doing a preview show for the Man City game tomorrow. So we'll speak about that in more detail. M to the O, people misunderstanding my point. Messi and Ronaldo are clinical. My point is their teams create so much for them and they don't rely on one chance. Very good point as well. Like, let's be honest, Salah is our main goal getter. He got 2 chances in the whole game. That's not enough.
It's true. No, that is true. That's facts as well. That's facts, bro.
Like Kane and Son get more than 2 chances a game.
Yeah.
Guys, before we go and finish the stream, we want to have a serious chat with you guys and just get your thoughts on this, because obviously we need your input as much as we give you content. The viewer review videos, we really want to do these, but at the moment we're only getting 2 or 3 people, sometimes 4, being consistent with it. Is this something you guys actually want? Because if it's not, then we won't do it. But we think it's a great, platform for you guys to come on and say what you want. Like, when you guys call in, we see your energy, we hear what you guys say. Like, you guys are knowledgeable fans. we'd love to continue doing this, but with only 2 or 3 people contributing, it's not viable to do it. We'd love, like, so can you guys let us know for the next couple of minutes in the comments? Are you still interested in doing it? What's the reason why you might not want to do it? Is there an alternative? We'd love to get your thoughts on it, people, because obviously we produce this content for you. So if this is not content you want or you don't want to participate, we'd love to know why.
And obviously we don't expect you guys to do one every week, but we thought when we opened up this avenue, even though it wouldn't be the same people every week, there'd still be a vast array of people wanting to do it. And it's been quite surprising that there isn't. So, I mean, I know everyone doesn't want to be on camera, get that. But as you said, guys, there's no point us doing the show only for just a couple of people, because we think the viewers themselves are probably going to just think, what's the point? So that's not being disrespectful to some of our legends like Joe, you know what I mean? Demo, Somerville, you know, like we have Steve, we've got some legends who are consistent with it. Mr. Khan, big up all you, man, that were consistently every week. Now, obviously, we've got Nick now. Big up Nick, who's been regular. You know what I mean? We know we've got people who are regulars. And to be honest, even out of respect for those guys, maybe we will still continue it. But what we're just trying to do is figure out what it is, why nobody's doing it, or is it just something that you guys just don't want to do because, as I said, being in front of the camera, it is something that's not for everyone. So just let us know, people.
Another thing I was going to say is some of you might not want your face on camera, which is fair enough. Drift, Matt, do you think it could potentially be an option where they just send in an audio and you just do an image overlay on the audio?
Yeah, that's fine.
That could work.
Hey, can we at least get Kall and a masseuse?
Kall and a masseuse, you
know. Wait, she calling you now, bro? A bit late for a massage, isn't it?
What happens with me and the masseuse stays with me and the masseuse I have, you know.
Wow.
I just feel a prick in my neck and I need
there you go. Whoa.
Now, you know, if it's just an audio thing, that's fine, guys. I know everyone doesn't want their face to be out there. That's completely fine. You know what I mean? If you don't want it to be an audio thing, that's fine. I'll edit out the face and keep it pushing, or even just send us the audio only. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man.
Invite us to watch alongs when in studio. I'm not against that. We're obviously not everyone at the same time, but maybe one person a month could work potentially. That's something we could look into.
I'm looking to do some NWO team up thing where just the studio just rammed.
But yeah, I mean, again, guys. So we'd love to keep it going. We want to give you guys a platform. And again, we love hearing your guys' views. Even though you don't see yourself as YouTubers or content creators like us, that doesn't mean to say that your opinion isn't as valid as ours or can't sometimes be better than ours. Like I've said some wild stuff on here and I've been called out on it, and I've spoken to some of you guys and you guys have made comments that have been much better than stuff I've said. So it's not about who we are, it's about what you say. So again, it can be audio, it can be camera.
One other thing as well, Kall, I think there's been a lot of people who have said they've been having some problems in terms of sending them in. So I think from now on, we're just going to do strictly Facebook and email. I think Insta and Twitter and other things has become very difficult. It doesn't go through. Team Kopish@gmail.com, the email, and you can send that via either WeTransfer or send it. And I'm sure there's other ones that I can't think of that allow you to send up to 2 gigabytes. So you'll have no problem sending your video in, and obviously Facebook. So
just to answer Lacquer's hairline, no, we definitely haven't considered doing that, nor would we. I don't think that's a thing you do as a watch along. I'll be honest. I mean, each their own, innit? Each their own. But yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow for the preview, and then obviously back on Sunday. Depending on how things go, might do a watch along. But worst case scenario,
do we have to do a preview?
Yeah, we do, Drift. We have to, man. The people.
Oh, we have to.
Fair. Guys, it's been wonderful speaking to you guys this evening.
Yeah, do you know doing this preview is going to be like? It's going to be like when your mum used to tell you to go get the belt for your own beating, bro.
I'll be honest. I'm actually not as worried about this game as most other people are.
What? Because the pressure's off now with dead food. Yeah.
No, I'll explain. I'll explain in the preview. I'll explain.
Why not get the belt?
Rion, Kall, what's going on with the list of video ideas you had? I still have them written down. We'll probably do stuff like that when it's the international break. That'll probably be the best time because at the moment games are coming so thick and fast.
Indeed.
We're literally doing a preview. The game's the next day. Then we've got to do a review for the game. Then we're back on doing one of our other shows. So there'll be no time to create it and let the content breathe. So we'll probably do that during the international break to keep things ticking over and keep giving you guys content. But going to take the people out. Drift, Matt, anything you want to say?
Hit the link in that description if you want to watch that Man City game in glorious DAZN glory. You know what I mean? And also the Discord is the description for the Discord for StreamLocator is also below because that's where they've got a community that's built up of people who love using it, all talk together. There's loads of football banter in there. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, it's not the place to get help with the StreamLocator, which there is 24-hour help to make sure that if you have any problems, they're there to help you. But, you know, in the Discord as well, you can also just say, guys, blah, 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 and there'll be someone who can help out and whatnot. So check out the Discord and hit the link and go and get it, guys. I know there's a one-off payment that might seem a bit pricey at the time, but it's still the equivalent of 1 month of your normal subscription to any other UK-based service. And then after that, you're done. It's basically free for the rest of the year. Like I gotta be honest, Drift. It's a bargain of the century. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I mean, what more do you want? Anything you want to watch, anytime you want to watch it, at a fraction of price. I'll tell you what that's like. That's like me having Ben Mee and Tarkovsky as bouncers for my little one's christening. No one's getting in unless you get an invite. Seriously, guys, what more do you want? It's a great deal. Great deal. I mean, I have to watch it for the highlights. Defensive headers, set pieces. Oh, goodness me. I could watch hours upon hours of defenders clearing the ball from set pieces. Oh, goodness me. That's my Sunday story. But look, I'm telling you, if it's attacking football you like, this is the device for you. If you like me and you like the hoop and get out, then that's the device. StreamLocator. That's what you need. Demo Dre, Nat Phillips just saying, big up, guys. One love. Demo Dre, I think you got shares in Nat Phillips, 100%. You know what? Demo's gonna be happy about my predicted lineup for the game still.
I think he's gonna be happy with mine now. They said that as well. Matt, he's gonna be happy with yours. Oh no, not from that, not from that reaction.
Matt's in the basement. All right, what's Nabi and them man saying in the basement, big man?
I don't know. I can only see Ox with a candle at the moment. Don't worry, Ox. We're going to cut a new promo in a minute, fam. Don't worry about it.
But as always, guys, it's an absolute pleasure. Nothing but love for you all. Do smash that like button. Share this with your family and friends. And until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we are out, people. Take care.
Peace.
We move.